Holy Grail.
3, 2, 1, go! You're a bitch. Hello everyone, welcome to LG120. This guy thinks no me I just sit at home all day. No, better yet, I sit at work with a big ass bottle of Jaeger and just do this all night long. All night long, huh? All night long. I know I beat this motherfucker every time.
Up until today.
Up until tonight.
Today. Twice
but
now.
You have to, when you do that, you have to say Jaeger bombs. Like
well, you didn't do that when you beat me before, so.
I thought I have. I'm pretty sure I've done that.
I don't think you have.
Okay. Okay. Tonight on the show.
Oh, that's what we're
Master.
doing.
Yeah, we're doing the show now.
Right.
If you didn't realize. Tonight on the show, we have a lot of good news articles. Actually, I'm pretty surprised that we had quite an eventful week, if I must say so myself. Apparently, there is a zombie outbreak going on all over the United States.
Yep.
So watch out for that. Yeah.
Especially when you're in Florida.
Yeah, I would definitely, or New Jersey.
Or if you're homeless in Florida.
Yeah, I definitely watch out, because you're going to be the first to be attacked.
If you're homeless, you're probably not listening or watching, because...
Who knows? Homeless people have portable radios, sometimes.
So this is on the radio now.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
It's all the time on the radio. Are you serious? Didn't you hear it the other day on Kiss FM? It was on Kiss FM the other day. We were like right before Justin Bieber and like right after Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Yeah, right in between there.
I think I'm done with this show. I don't want to be associated with that.
Really? Come on.
No. Jay Biebs, you gonna go to the concert?
Yeah, I was just gonna talk about that. You hear Justin Bieber. Obviously, you have Justin Bieber's coming to the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in October. They announced this way ahead of time.
Those tickets just went on sale.
I'm almost. Most concerts. Though,
I think it's this weekend.
That's like a half a year in advance, though.
And?
See how it goes on sale a half a year in advance.
It's Jay Biebs, bro.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking I should protest that. I just like to go there and just troll everyone and just like come to the fucking concert.
You should dress up as Jay Biebs and
with a douchebag hat, get my hair over my eyes, and like the girls are just
scream like a little woman.
That wouldn't be hard to do though.
Okay.
I could scream high pitched if I had to.
I'm sure you could. I'll just kick you in the nuts and you'll be screaming like that.
Mm-hmm. And a judge orders Adolf Hitler to be kept in child custody. How about that? I'm not going to go into detail on that, but we can go to the first article, I think. What do you say about that? Which everybody probably already knows. It's not like...
I know, it's not new news. It's just entertaining.
I want to see your ready face again.
Ready face?
You get ready?
What was the ready face? I don't remember what the ready face was.
You make the face that means you're ready, and then you just fucking...
I'm ready.
Here,
I don't think that's my ready face.
First off, did anything happen to you during this week that you found interesting, entertaining? Anything at all that... Like, my week was pretty uneventful, except for playing boss at work, so I can't really say that...
Two drunk guys came in to work and were upset because apparently we changed our chili recipe.
You don't have to explain where you work, but he works in a restaurant, serving and cooking.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell everyone where you work, but I'm sure your work would appreciate it anyway. But.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
So, anyway, he works, and he's, no, wait, you're a dude guy, bro.
I'm a cook.
Here.
Or server.
You explain what you're doing as I make myself another drink here on the show live.
Yep. No, I cook and serve, but these two assholes came in. They wanted, because we changed the recipe, this dude wanted free chili. I'm like, I'm sorry.
People try and get anything they possibly can for free.
I know.
That's human nature. It's just,
They're just fucking douchebags about it. Like, if they were nice, I may have considered it, but they weren't.
See, that's what I kind of learned over time. I only become an asshole as soon as people really don't want to budge and they're kind of douchebags to me. Mm-hmm. Then I get the rage face going. But if you're generally, you know, calm and cool and collected with customer service, you get a free Zoom.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
No.
Well, a few years ago, Microsoft makes products that break right after the warranty period.
It's not just Microsoft, though. You can't blame just them. It's like every fucking company.
Every company has figured out the formula for stuff to fall apart right after warranty expires.
Yeah.
And Microsoft decided to go with Toshiba and Samsung hard drives. And those hard drives seem to be fail devices, especially Toshiba's. Granted, this is a Toshiba laptop, so that's...
Don't talk too much shit.
It
might break in the middle of the show.
That would suck. But see, I'm not too worried. I'll just buy another hard drive.
Would be a coincidence.
Hard drives are a dime a dozen. You can get another fucking... There's probably
the mechanical ones, yeah.
500
states are different.
500 gig regular SATA hard drive for probably like 40 or 50 bucks. No big deal. Probably even less than that now. But Microsoft, I had a Zune 120 that I had owned for about a year. 6 months out of warranty, right after the warranty had expired, 6 months. All of a sudden, I started noticing my videos were freezing up and acting really weird, and then the hard drive just fucking failed. It just crashed, and I would get a contact support error, you know. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I called and complained, and I was like, "Dude, how is this like right after warranty expires? Like my shit breaks. Like that's the most unfair thing." I went through a regular customer service rep, asked to be transferred to another supervisor. Got that supervisor. I asked to talk to Bill Gates jokingly because I was just kind of fucking with him. Like, you know, this is ridiculous. Can I talk to like Bill Gates or something? Like, you know, like this is silly. Like, why should I have to like suffer? Because like
you made shitty products.
I paid $250 for this item. It should last more than a year and a half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could fix it myself, but I don't really want to open it. I shouldn't have to. This thing should last 3 years or even
preferably, you know, longer than that.
Yeah, like
6.
It's just
9.
ridiculous. So anyway, I'm talking to this guy and he goes, okay, well, I will transfer you to my district supervisor or whatever. And I'm kind of like, all right. Nobody calls me back. He says, we're going to call you back in like 30 minutes or as soon as possible. I'm waiting. Nothing happens. I kind of assume I assume all hope is lost. I'm like, you know.
They fucked me.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
They got me good this time.
This was already a 2-hour ordeal. I was probably on the phone with those people for a good 30 minutes, like combined between both of them. And I was like, yeah, you know, this is ridiculous. Whatever, fuck it. And all of a sudden I get a phone call. And I was like, oh, look, it's a 1-800 number or something. And I pick it up and I go, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh, it's Microsoft. This is what we're going to do. And I'm like, oh, yeah? We're going to refund you all your money because your Zune's only 2 months out of warranty. And I was like, 2 months? Yeah, 2 months, right, yeah, sure. They were like, yeah, well, you can either get a new Zune, 32 gig we have, or 16 gig they want to give me. I'm like, well, no, I kind of want a 64 because I have, you know, space requirements. I have at least 60 gigs of music, so I need at least 60 gigs to hold it. So they decide, well, we can give you your money back then otherwise, because we only got red 120s left in stock because they were phasing out the regular 120s and 80 Zunes at that point. And I'm kind of like, okay, well, fine, whatever. Just give me my money back. So they gave me my money back, and then I ended up getting a 64 HD Zune through Microsoft with custom engraving, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that's my story of how I beat Microsoft. So I literally had a Zune, it failed, complained 6 months out of warranty for about 2 hours, 2-hour ordeal, and I got all my money back.
So, moral of the story, whine and complain, and you get your way.
Pretty much, yeah. Because they'd rather satisfy one customer than have to deal with, like,
the backlash, because, you know, that one person is going to go online, make a blog,
I was going to record a video about it. I
Yeah.
actually had recorded the phone call, the first phone call through Skype, but I didn't record the rest of them because they wanted to call me back on my cell phone, so I couldn't do it then. But it was just dumb. But I'm just glad I got all my money back, so yeah. But we're going to go to the first story on the platter again for tonight. There's a platter of stories. Right.
One of these days, I'm gonna go to like a thrift store and get like a shitty ass platter, and I'm gonna have like crackers and stuff, crackers and cheese.
See, I went to a shitty ass thrift store and got this desk here.
Yeah.
For $30.
That's not bad. $30.
$30.
I think that's where I'm going to get my desk.
See, right now though, it's funny though, is because the desk I'm using upstairs is shittier than the desk
in the garage, right?
In the garage. We call it the studio though.
Studio. My bad. I'm sorry. Sorry.
The desk that's in the garage is actually better than the one upstairs because literally the desk that's in my office or media room, aka the spare bedroom, is literally the top part of an old desk that fell apart because it had been taken apart more times than I can remember, and 2 file cabinets holding it up. That is the desk. There used to be a top part for that you could put like all kinds of stuff on it, but that
Your peripherals and software.
We just threw that shit out because no one put anything up there anyway. It was just kind of there for excess fucking space. I mean, I didn't even use it, but it's just funny because that thing is starting to bend in the middle. It's just getting really old. It's made on that.
Dangerous. One of these days, it's gonna. There goes your monitor. Fuck everything else.
No. I will replace it with a new desk eventually. I just need some spare cash because I have none right now at all.
Oh, that's sad.
None. I literally have no money. AC is going to be fun this year because we're going and it's based...
You're going to be broke.
It's based off of how many people actually come and pay me. That's why I was getting kind of scared because it's going to go on the credit card otherwise. I'd rather that not happen.
See, you shouldn't have gotten the suite.
Well, no. The suite was worth it. But then 2 of my friends said, nope, you're not in the main hotel. Sorry. And I'm like, what? You guys always come. It's like, no, we don't actually always come. Well, you know what? Maybe you're not coming to my room for MFF. How about that? I didn't tell them that, but they don't know that yet. So whatever.
I hope they watch this.
No, it's
Wouldn't
fine.
that be shitty? They find out through this.
I didn't name any names.
I'm pretty sure they can figure out who it is.
There's all
Because
kinds of...
so many people were rooming with you. So many. Hundreds of people.
I'm irritated at them, but I'm not going to hold it against them. But if there's other people that would like to come...
I come all the time. Ask my boyfriend.
That's creepy.
But,
that's bad. That's bad. But, ladies and gentlemen, the first article on tonight...
You're not going to go on another tangent now?
No. We're done with tangents. We've introduced ourselves. Pond is here.
This is another tangent.
I didn't explain why Mikey D's not here because he's a bitch. No, I didn't.
This is another tangent. See, there you go.
Pond's here tonight. Mike was busy again, which is fine. Because I like Pond. He's a good guy. It's fine. I'm not lying. You wouldn't be here if you weren't a good guy.
Are you breaking shit again?
No, just making sure it's still...
Now you broke it.
No, I didn't. Don't scare me like that. First article of tonight. Face-eating attack in Florida.
You mean zombie attack?
Oh, correction. Zombie attack in Florida. Apparently, Miami police were called to the scene of incident under an overpass where a man was eating another man's face. How often do you see that?
This would be a first, actually.
Apparently...
that I know of.
Apparently, a man by the name of... where's his name?
Rudy Eugene?
Is that what it is?
Rudy Eugene?
Is that what it says?
That's what it's right
I don't not good at skimming. Rudy Eugene apparently took a whole bunch of drugs, a.k.a. bath salts. Like, why would you smoke bath salts?
No, I think that's just a pseudo name for it now. I don't know. I don't think it's like legitimately bath salts.
I feel like it is. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like this guy actually smoked bath. I feel like it's cheap drugs. Like cheap. It's like people that huff.
I think it's the opposite. It's probably
people
drugs that are like, I don't want to say too advanced, but drugs that shit no one knows what the fuck they do because of the illegal drug activity they keep on making and, you know, combining strains of different drugs and mixing shit and doing that. And then they just start selling this shit.
They put it in quotes, but I feel like it actually is bath salts. But nonetheless, this guy smoked some drugs that literally made him, it's like uppers. It made him like some crazed, fucking ridiculous.
Pretty sure this is
like,
just rage. 28 days later.
Well, the guy already was messed up. The way the article describes it is this dude was like, he was already mentally disturbed. He'd been evicted from his home. And when this attack happened, the man who actually was attacked by him was like one of the vagrants outside his house. And he must have just went on just a crazed rage and just decided, I'm going to eat this guy's face today.
I don't. Did they actually say that he had mental problems?
They had his ex-wife said it. I don't know if it's in this article, but I've heard enough about the story that his ex-girlfriend who used to live with him when they lived in that apartment complex or his house or wherever it was in Florida, that he was already like, he'd been diagnosed with something and he was just mentally unstable in general. He was paranoid. He was already a super paranoid guy and he just assumed that like everyone was out to get him. He said he didn't trust nobody. That's what I got out of that.
I guess I didn't hear that. What I heard is like they had interviewed either his current girlfriend or whoever he was living with at the time, and he woke up like really fucking early in the morning, and he said, "Oh yeah, I just..."
That was his current girlfriend. This was an ex.
Okay, because like, I don't know, maybe she's saying that just for the attention, just to slam him after he's
but
dead.
there's no reason for it. There's no real reason for it.
Maybe it was a bad breakup. You never know.
Anytime a breakup, it's usually a bad breakup.
Well, no, not all the time. I mean, there are breakups where it's like a mutual breakup. Like, yeah, this isn't working, and both parties are like, okay, we're done.
Usually that's when most people didn't really like each other to begin with. It's most likely everyone gets sick of one another and it's mutual.
But, you know, okay, but that's still a breakup, and but that's not a bad breakup.
All right.
I mean,
I see your point. I understand.
Just saying.
But anyway, this guy decided he's gonna fuck some shit up today, and he was hungry for face meat.
Face. Gonna eat your face.
I'm gonna like.
Did you actually see the pictures?
No, I didn't want to look.
Oh my god!
I didn't want to look at the homeless man.
Basically, it's like, you know, like a little bit of the upper lip and up is just goo. It's just like pink red goo, and there's like in the center of this goo, it's just this eye. It's fucking
creepy.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's
like
creepy. The best thing I saw,
I'm like, what the fuck?
The best thing I saw about this whole article was the workers on the interstate highway or somewhere. You know the signs that they have with like text and shit. It said "Zombie attack, beware," or something like that.
Was that legit? Like,
it didn't look photoshopped. It looked like somebody put that up. It looked like it was seriously an interstate highway roadside.
Well, it could have been. What if someone hacked it as like a joke?
Then it was hacked, but it didn't look like it was photoshopped.
Fair enough.
Because I could tell by the pixels.
Yeah, you fucking studied
I've
that
seen
shit.
a few shots.
They also had a video of one of the buildings nearby caught the attack on video.
No,
like it
security
sucked.
camera?
Yeah, it sucked because you can't. It didn't zoom in or anything, so you can't see everything that happens. But
I don't want to see anything that happens with that. That is not something on my to-do list.
Are you sure?
Okay, I went to Rotten.com once in my lifetime, and then I never went back. There's a few things I can handle, but there's some things I can't. And most of the time, it's not so much the gross stuff, it's the creepy stuff.
Does this fall under creepy then?
It's more, it's creepy-esque. It's creepy-esque.
Flesh-chewing
Dead bodies,
zombie.
not so much. That's creepy-esque.
Yeah.
Dead bodies, not so much, but creepy, like crazy, that's a little different. Creepy and crazy, not a huge fan of.
Alrighty.
But apparently when cops tried to stop the man, the man looked up as if crazed and growled.
Just growls.
He growled. The police officer said they'd never seen anything like that. So the only way to stop this man from doing what he's doing, eating another man's
shoot him again.
Just shoot him.
Well, what happened was the cop told him to stop. Dude looked up and growled, and then he shot him to, get him off. And he just went back to eating the dude's face. Like, it didn't even faze him that he had gotten a shot. Like that's fucking bogus.
Well, see, that's because they're using 9mm bullets. They're meant to just stun you. They just bounce off. Oh, nothing. You gotta shoot them a couple
That's
times.
more like a 22. It's like a BB gun.
I've shot a 22 before. It literally is like a BB gun.
I know. I used to shoot 22s all the time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Cops. I just want to see a cop with go back to like 357 Western days where they're carrying 45 caliber fucking bullets. Just blow people's head off with one shot.
Yeah. Are you sure you want cops using more deadly weapons than they already have?
Not really.
I mean, I don't think
Not really.
I don't think that's a good idea, but I hate cops.
Especially with some of the people though with the happy trigger fingers,
Right? It's just itching and twitching, like
itching and twitching. But the next article, we'll go straight into that.
I know, right?
Because it's not much different.
It's similar.
I'm surprised this all happened in the same week.
Yeah.
Man stabs himself. and then throws his intestines at police officers. This happened in New Jersey.
This is shit that would happen in, like, demented, twisted cartoons or something.
It's like the East Coast. The whole East Coast is just fucked up right now.
You know, just...
Anybody... If you're anywhere near to the Atlantic Ocean, please be safe.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Stay away from me.
Just stay away. You know, I think it has something to do with the soda ban in New York. They're banning all oversized sodas at fast food restaurants and places like that, above like 16 ounces.
So people are just going crazy?
They can't have their sugar.
Actually,
fixed.
no, it's funny. I had read an article. It's a conspiracy theory now, where it's like, this is some new virus that either our government or other governments are testing on the people here. And it's like, I forget like the actual name, but it was like LPQ or LDQ or some shit like that. And then some number after that, but apparently it's some virus that makes people go crazy, and it starts off like a rash or something. Yeah, like...
But did these people have a rash? Is there a way to prove that?
I don't know. This is just, it's a conspiracy, like I said, so it's a lot of mixing and, you know, trying to match things up that don't actually match up and have nothing to do with each other.
I like conspiracy theories, but when it gets a little ridiculous, I tend to shut off.
Chemtrails, man. That's how they're spreading this virus.
Well, they act like planes never did that before. I'm like, obviously you haven't looked at this. It's almost like the missile that flew over Los Angeles that one time that was a plane. It was a plane with a trail that everyone assumed was a missile.
Oh,
it's like,
God.
It's like everyone... Yeah, it's just like, you live in L.A., how have you not seen planes before, you know? Like, that was, I think it was the last year that
fucking planes, how do they work?
ICP doesn't know. Obviously not, but...
Well, maybe they do. They're just confused about magnets. They know everything about planes, maybe. Maybe.
Just magnetic forces, the Earth's gravitational field, anything with fucking physics in it.
But planes used to utilize physics, I mean...
Yeah,
kind of everything does. I mean, just...
All right. But they understand the basics of it. But this man, Wayne Carter, 43, stabbed himself repeatedly, then threw his skin and intestines at police officers. These are SWAT team. The SWAT team was called.
We don't know. It was police and SWAT. Because the SWAT team, or the police were like, holy shit, we don't know what the fuck to do. They called the SWAT team. They're like, you guys take care of it.
Someone called saying that he was going to hurt himself. And he obviously went very well through with that because...
I'm going to hurt myself and be a crazy-ass motherfucker. Throw my intestines in.
When police found him, Carter was in the corner of the room with a knife in his hand. He stood up, yelled at police, stabbed himself all over his body. Basically, officers noticed that his intestines were protruding from a wound in his abdomen. And police ordered him to drop the knife. He wouldn't. He was accused of swinging the knife at police officers. The officers sprayed him with 2 cans of pepper spray with no effect at all. Nothing. Nothing.
See, that's another
no
fucking...
effect.
Maybe this is another zombie thing.
And
he was doing the same fucking drugs the Florida zombie
Before they were able to subdue him, he decided he was going to take out his intestines and rip off parts of his skin and throw them at police officers because it was all he had. Not the knife. Just his body parts and blood and guts and everything.
Maybe he had a disease or thought he had a disease and wanted to infect other people.
If you're throwing body parts at people, I mean, they had to bring the hazmat team in actually to fucking decontaminate the area because of all the gore and shit and the blood and everything. That's what I heard. They had to bring the dealy guys in.
The dealy
guys to decontaminate the room and all the people involved with this.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, just a lot of crazy.
At the same time, why would you need a hazmat? Why would you need a hazmat team?
Maybe it wasn't hazmat. It was the guys, the hazmat suits. They came in with I'm pretty sure it's hazmat. It was anything where they wear those protective things with a glove and the plastic biohazard containment kind of crap.
But that doesn't seem like. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough.
Well, it's a bloodborne pathogens.
I guess, but at the same time,
watch out for that.
I don't think you would need the full hazmat suit.
I wouldn't want to go into a house where someone threw body parts everywhere and there's blood all over. I ain't touching that shit, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's what gloves and shit are for. That's why I'm saying, like, the full suit seems
Overkill?
Yeah.
I guess.
But and that this goes along with the conspiracy
Maybe they
theory.
didn't want to catch.
You know.
Yeah, I understand. They didn't want to catch whatever he might have.
Yeah.
I guess I could see that, but
Maybe they were just spooked by it. They didn't know. So I guess it could
yeah.
just be extra precaution.
Fear,
I
right?
suppose.
Fear.
I can see that now.
Yeah.
Looking at it from a different angle.
Did you hear any other news articles? You remember how last week we talked about the girl who was hit with the arrow?
Yeah. She's okay. She's okay.
She's okay, but they found the kid who did it.
Really? It was a kid.
It was a teenage kid who shot the arrow. He's in custody now. That's all I read on the article. I just know they finally actually caught the person who shot
I didn't
the-
hear about that. I heard that she had lived and, was getting better and they had her show the stitches.
They
on
somehow
and
caught the
everything.
kid. I don't know where or how they found him. Probably his friend snitched and he was bragging about it.
Yeah.
But they did catch the kid who had shot the arrow originally, and he was apparently in police custody awaiting juvenile court or whatever.
Yeah. There was that other local incident where this older gentleman, I think he was like 60, 65, somewhere in there, he had stuff stolen from his garage or his home, but he had security cameras.
Where was this?
This was, I want to say 20-something Bleach or some shit like that.
Oh, good
or-
neighborhood.
I don't know. It was somewhere.
I hear low numbers and I just assume bad neighborhood.
Oh, no, bad.
Oh, if it's anything under 60,
No.
bad neighborhood.
I don't know if that was the exact area. I can't quite remember. But basically, he had shit stolen from his house, but in earlier years, he keeps on having problems with shit getting stolen. So he had set up a security camera.
Yeah.
Found out who it was that stole it, and it was one of the neighbor kids.
Really?
He just walks over to their house like 2 or 3 days later and fucking shoots him.
Really?
Kills him. And after that, he's walking down the road, gun in hand, waiting for the cops to show up. Cops show up, he just hands them the gun. Yep, I did it. It was me. I killed him. Like,
Okay, he's almost a badass in a way. Honestly,
I shot a little kid.
Honestly, that's bad, but he's a badass. He did it. He's like, this is worth the cost of the jail time. And then
how though? If he could tell by the video who it was, why didn't he just get the cops involved right away and be like, this little fucking
he
shit?
wanted to end that shit himself. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck at all. He knew what he was getting himself into. He was just like, fuck this. This is way more satisfying than dealing with the court system.
I'm already like 60-some years old. Who the fuck
Why
cares?
not? He was just like, fuck it. Whatever.
just the fact that he's walking and apparently it was the middle of the street. He's just walking in the middle of the road with a gun in his hand. Just
Why the fuck not?
But I don't know if that part of it was true. It could be rumor, but I think that's amusing to me.
That's funny.
kind of wandering around middle of the street with a gun.
Heard that story before. My friends
This was
actually-
just a few days ago.
Well, see, it's funny though, because my friends used to airsoft and they do it in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I did
The
that.
cops were calling them several times because the weapons looked very real.
Exactly.
So there's a buddy, his name's Jake. He was up on the roof of his house with an AR-15 gun. The cops show up, and he knew the cops were coming because somebody must have been told because he's wondering where all his friends went. He went inside. They came to the door and were like, "Have you seen anybody with weapons in the neighborhood?" He's like, "Nope." And that was the end of that. But the police were called because they were shooting each other with fake replica airsoft guns in the neighborhood.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
I know people who do Nerf gun stuff. And
That's
everything,
fine. No.
arts
You're talking about zombies?
Well, there's that. Yeah, sometimes they do that, or just.
I've been interested in that actually. I've kind of thought that'd be.
A lot of these people are super into it, so they mod all their guns and shit like that. I don't know if I'd.
It looks very
It does.
entertaining.
I don't know if I'd want to spend that much time and effort into that. I don't have a lot of time.
It looks fun as hell.
It does.
That's all I can say. That shit looks
We
awesome.
should do paintball sometime.
I've never done paintball.
Neither have I.
I don't want welts though. I'm not into fucking getting welts. Airsofting's so much better. Why don't you go airsofting? Get an airsoft gun. We'll go airsoft.
How's that any different?
It doesn't hurt as much. Paintball shoot at a much. Shut the fuck up.
Then you run into the whole, oh, I hit you, no you didn't, it went past me, blah, blah,
No,
blah,
honestly,
you know.
I'm honest. If other people don't want
You are, other people aren't.
I know.
That's why with paintballs, you fucking know when you hit them. It's like, bitch, you are covered in paint. You can't tell me you weren't hit.
And you can't have red paintballs though because that copies blood too much, so they don't want you to use them. See, it's always colored.
Who cares?
I don't know.
If you want to be a real dick, freeze the paintballs.
You shoot rocks at them. Dude, there's a paintball lodged in your arm. Yeah, what the fuck? Why are you here? Sorry.
Just leave. Just leave.
You need to go now. I'm sorry. You're a douche. You should not be allowed to play. That's you, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't do that to friends. I wouldn't do that to friends.
Next article on the platter. We're working our way through the platter.
The hors d'oeuvres.
Judge orders Adolf Hitler to be kept in child custody. Now, I was attracted to this article just by the title of it. I didn't read...
Well, some family, they're being accused of child abuse for naming a kid Adolf Hitler.
Pretty much, yeah.
How is that abusing him? Sure, there's a lot of stigma behind the name, but when it comes down to it, it's just a fucking name.
It is just a name. I really don't know why it's a bigger deal than it has to be, but...
And honestly, I bet people would even have an issue with it, even if it was just Adolf.
Well, not even
Adolf Hitler.
Look at it this way. You know who should be in child custody are the ones that are named Apple and fucking, whatever else that people...
From middle school, one of Mr. Tooler's students, Apple Glassby. I remember him.
The guy's name was Apple...
Girl, yeah. Her name was Apple Glassby. Yeah. Some shit like that. It was like... the parents were hippies, I'm assuming, but...
You better assume that. I'm almost... If you name your kid Forest Night Window Pane... Flower Child.
But Adolf Hitler, to me, that's just a name. I guess if they're into the whole neo-Nazi thing, that's not good, but, I mean, really.
It's pretty ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm not so mad. That doesn't matter. I just think it's ridiculous that they're going to court for this to deal with child custody and shit. The article states, a Superior Court judge in New Jersey has ruled, this is New Jersey again, I guess, ruled that a pair of self-described Nazi parents would not regain custody of their 4 children, one of whom they named Adolf Hitler. The New Jersey Star-Ledger reports that 4 children have been in child custody since 2009, when a 3-year-old Adolf Hitler Campbell made headlines that January after a local store refused to decorate a birthday cake with his name.
Okay, that's...
Yes. Exactly, yes. That's pretty hilarious, actually. The Star-Ledger reports that representatives from both sides in the case remain silent. Attorneys for the couple have declined to comment on the case, and the state's Division of Youth and Family Services is bound to confidentiality laws. So I guess they got told on by a fucking... They're like, this is our child! We named him Adolf Hitler! And they're just like, that's fucking... It was probably pick and save. We can't pay your cake, are you serious?
I don't know. I still think it's not right for them. There really isn't any abuse going on.
Right. It's just their own beliefs.
Yeah.
Sure, those kids are going to grow up fucked up as hell, with all
kinds of having neo-Nazis as your parents. I mean,
I can't even believe that shit still goes on. I don't even know why Nazism still exists. But then again, ultra-Christian groups still exist. Hence what I've just seen recently where a child sang about the homos or something, he was this little kid in church, and they had him sing a song about God or something, and he was talking about, ain't no homos gonna be in heaven. And this little 5-year-old kid is singing this, and everyone was just all in a rage.
Well, that's just there's a 5-year-old, televangelist who's huge. I want to say it's Mexico or Spain or something. Some Latino descent, another country, not America.
Right.
But he's 5 or 6, maybe 7. Little ass kid is this fucking huge televangelist, and I'm to me that's disgusting.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I guess I have very.
I mean, the kid
have a lot of qualms with.
The kid didn't get famous by himself. He obviously had to be promoted in some way. They thought this guy could make it.
But still, just. The things he says.
I understand completely.
But this also reminds me of the case actually just here in Wisconsin where the family refused to give medical care to their daughter because they felt that they could pray and her ailments would be cured.
Natural selection, my friend.
Yeah, I guess.
Natural fucking selection. If they want to choose to do that, that's their own right.
But but at the same time, though,
I mean,
it's the kid who suffered, not the stupid parents who refused this.
Yeah, but that's why that
they can still breed more. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, well,
and if there's one thing that they are good at, they being Christians, and not necessarily Christians. It seems like mostly Christians who have this huge stigma against any form of birth control. They just keep on reproducing more and more. Like, there's that one family, they have that TV show. There's 19?
Sad. It's sad. 19 counting.
Yeah.
It saddens me greatly.
Yes. I mean, they're like rabbits.
I know.
They're worse than rabbits.
Well, see, viruses keep...
Because at least you can hunt rabbits.
That's true.
You're
not allowed to be on the show anymore because I don't want the government...
Yeah, no, harass. I'm sorry. I'm leaving.
But you can't get out. The garage is closed.
There's a fucking button in here. This is the second time you've done that. No, I don't know how to press the button.
Like the cat who just stands up to the door and meows because you can't turn the handle.
What opposable thumbs? What are those?
Obviously something you don't fucking have. Yeah. Not you. Cat. I'm talking to a cat.
Oh. But the cat's not here. Why are you talking to a cat that's not here?
A telepathic communication link to each other because... Hey, that brings me to my next subject on the list. Wolves are better than foxes.
That's not the next one. Actually, this one's about a bear.
No. Fuck bears.
You would.
Fuck bears. Bears can go to hell because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Would you
They
agree?
beat up on the wolves?
Yeah, they're fucking douchebags. And wolves are better than foxes.
This bear is no, you're wrong. But this bear is a douchebag.
Why am I wrong?
Because this bear is a douchebag.
Fine.
He disrupts the California school graduation.
Well, it is a California school grad. Hey, if a bear disrupted my graduation, that'd be an honor. Pretty fucking cool, huh?
I'm just wondering, is this like a high school, elementary school?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, 200-pound black bear was seen roaming the grounds near Ramon Garza Elementary School in Bakersfield, California.
What?
He was determined to find some little kid to snack on.
Just carry him off, walk off with a whole child in his mouth.
Like, not even a whole child, like the whole kindergarten class just scoops him up in his arms. I'm set for winter, let's go, guys. It's not even summer yet, I don't care.
We have a whole kindergarten class.
Oh, man.
All of 6th grade.
The only thing that would make this article better if it actually got a little kid.
Apparently, the teacher noticed the bear, then alerted officials. A graduation ceremony was taking place at the time. Callers in 911 described the animal's movement through the school's campus parking lot as it approached a nearby apartment complex. The school was later locked down.
Later. They waited.
Hey, it might have been smoky, or...
Are there any forest fires around here? I don't know why he sounds like he's from Jersey.
Well, it's... where is
That's
California?
in California.
I was hoping it was New Jersey. Apparently, every article today...
All the fucked up shit comes from New Jersey.
I tell you, it's the Atlantic Ocean. I'm serious. It's the Atlantic Ocean. With all the zombies, it's the Atlantic Ocean. It's aliens. Do we have Giorgio
Tsoukalos?
Is his number in the phone?
I don't think it is. I'm sorry. Just call him up. Hey, Giorgio!
Hey,
what's up?
Giorgio!
He's not Italian.
No. I just want to say Giorgio.
Is it Grecian? He's Greek? Yeah.
Is it Grecian? Is that the term? Really?
I don't know. Is it Grecian?
No.
Well, when you're talking about Greek food, it would be Grecian food.
Maybe.
Or Grecian. I think it's Grecian. I believe it's
sounds better.
I believe that's
it's
proper pronunciation.
That's probably it. But
I want a gyro now. Can we go get gyros?
I've never eaten one.
Really?
It's made out of
lamb.
That's why I've never eaten it. It's just one of those meats I've never had, so it scares me.
You need to try it.
Probably
if
would.
you don't eat it,
I'm not against eating it. It's one of those things that, like, I'm afraid to try because I've never had it before.
Scared.
you don't grow up eating it, so you've never had it. It's just one of those things, you know, like, fuck that.
That's why I'm sad. I grew up in America. There's, like, not much culture here. It's like, at 16, all the girls get their sweet 16 bullshit, which doesn't...
No.
That only happens with the rich ones.
That only happens on television.
Yeah, fuck all of
you get a Mercedes?
Worst show ever.
I got a BMW? What is this? This is...
Like, I saw that show once a number of years ago, and I wanted to, like, fucking kill someone.
Why are you watching MTV? It is not 1999 anymore.
My siblings.
You know what ended that network? The Real World.
Anything that wasn't music?
No, because Beavis and Butthead was cool.
No.
I didn't really enjoy it, but it was not... Come on, Daria.
King of the Hill
Daria.
is better.
What about Daria? Are you serious? Do not rip on Daria. You can't rip on Daria.
I can rip on more of the fuck.
Do you know what Daria is?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's so many people here that are going to get mad. Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me?
You need to calm yourself.
You don't know. You watch MTV and you don't know what Daria is.
I don't remember.
Huh.
What?
I'm... Why is he talking to me at 3 a.m.?
He's not anymore. That was old. It's not showing that
Look,
it's online anymore.
Daria. Come on.
I recognize that. I don't remember anything of the show, though.
It was one of the best shows on television at the time. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm like raging.
You're raging?
I'm gonna rip off your face and eat it.
I was too busy playing video games.
Video Juegos?
Video Juegos! Yep.
And you remember the Salva Cologne?
God, what was that? 12 years ago now or some shit?
The
Salva Cologne.
Yeah, dude. You're fucking great.
Who took away our news articles?
Well, that's because we're out of news articles right now. We have finished.
I thought we had the other, or is that for after?
No, that's after the break. Okay. We're going to talk about the science and paranormal after the break. But before we get to the break, I'd like to talk about how wolves are better than foxes.
But they're not. They're not. Foxes are cute and cuddly, and they're orange, and wolves are
not always.
Nasty.
Sometimes they're black and.
Yeah, sometimes. I hate domesticated.
Whoa! Why are wolves nasty? We didn't go there.
I think we just went there. They need to. They survive because they're in packs. The whole lone wolf thing, it doesn't work. You need to be social creatures, otherwise you die.
We're social.
I'm saying you need to be social.
Oh, you're making fun of us.
You need to be.
We don't need. There are lone wolves.
But they suck.
They don't suck.
You never
see two couples that leave the pack to go start their own fucking pack.
It's usually not couples. It's usually only one of them.
And then
leaves.
the wolves eat the foxes because they're douchebags.
Yeah? Let's see. Do wolves eat foxes? Google it right now.
They've attacked foxes. I don't know.
They may attack them, but they're not going to eat them.
Google, do wolves eat foxes?
Yes. Do wolves eat foxes? That's more like an Ask Jeeves kind of question, though. But I don't think is that even still a search engine?
Look, it's the second most searched thing. It's the second most searched thing. It's the second most.
Oh, wow.
Yahoo Answers to the rescue. Thank you, Yahoo Answers.
No, because wolves are dumb.
No. If they were so dumb, how come they're like the top of the food chain?
But they're not.
Yes, they are.
We are.
Humans are, but in nature.
You can't even say that because it depends on what kind of setting you're in. I'm pretty sure if it came down to it, lions would beat the fuck out of a wolf pack. An entire pride of lions versus an entire pack of wolves.
That's because lions are stronger than wolves. Wolves are stronger in numbers.
So are lions. They hunt in packs. They got a fucking pride of them.
You know, the only lions that actually hunt are the females. The males sit at home and do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Which is like
some king of the jungle they are.
No, it's literally like most modern American families. The woman goes to the grocery store and the guy sits on the couch drinking beer. Pretty much.
Or in our case, Jaeger.
Yeah.
So, is she upstairs cooking us food? Is that what you're saying?
Sleeping.
Oh. I still want a fucking gyro right now.
You're just gonna crave that all night.
I might. Or I do have that fucking, what is it, that cookie dough brownie fucking ice cream thing.
The gist I get out of this is that foxes get killed if they're in their territory. Otherwise, they don't really regularly go after them.
See?
Which I've watched documentaries.
So what was that about, bears being the douchebag?
If they're in their area.
Oh!
Get out of my house.
Wolves, all right.
Get the fuck out. Get back here.
Oh, now you want me back here. Make up your mind.
You're orange, right?
I'm not
black.
orange.
Aren't you orange?
I'm white.
No! Fox version.
Fox version? I have a different version of me?
Yeah, are you orange?
I might be orange, am I?
I don't know. What did Sarah draw you as?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess that would be
He's orange.
Or orange or rusty.
Fred, someone told me they were a black fox. I forgot who that was.
What up, nigga?
What's up? Whoa!
Whoa! Oh.
Whoa, son.
There goes all the subs.
Yeah, wait, Subway left? We ordered subs.
Not from Subway. Knowing you would be cousins.
Yeah, I like cousins because they serve fries. See, Subway though, they've got pizza.
Subway also has the pizza subs.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And now they have the breakfast subs. I've never tried that.
I don't go to Subway.
Like the whole imitation egg fucking thing. Like
we took the plastic stuff from the children's playhouse and we threw it on there. There you go. It looks like fucking eggs. We had egg flavoring thrown in.
Most fast food restaurants you go to, it's all like the pre-cooked or imitation egg bullshit, and they're just like sheets of like, it's almost like edible foam or some shit.
Edible foam.
It's flavored. It's egg flavored.
Well,
foam.
it's funny because actually last time we were at Cousins actually, and there was a big sign on the outer sign and
about edible foam.
No, it said try our new steak sub now with more meat. As if the steak lacked meat before.
No. Now with more meat. They with their steak sandwiches before, like if you got the cheesesteak, it wasn't a lot of meat. But now it's just like it's almost double the meat that they had before.
The way they worded it though, it was funny because it made it sound like they didn't have meat in it before. It was just the cardboard trays.
But the way you worded it just now,
it said it's something else. Mike took a picture. Mike and I took a picture of it. They didn't post it online.
When you're going to AC. When you go there, get a hoagie. Like
everyone tells me you get a Philly
actual
cheesesteak.
Philly, yeah.
See, that's Fernando's. Actually, is a restaurant in local Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh, so it's not Philly, but. In Pittsburgh, it's close. It's
still Pennsylvania.
A few hundred miles away, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know you probably can get a decent Philly cheesesteak out there.
Well, my grandmother lives right outside of Philly, and when I went to visit her a number of years ago, we fucking had like fucking Phillies almost every day because I'm like, I love this shit.
I love heart attacks. I love this. Delicious.
It was really funny because my grandma, she went at the time she was working, at a hoagie shop and everything. So she just gave us like 7 or 10 of them, or she just basically we loaded a duffel bag and took it back home with us so that everyone there, back here could enjoy traditional hoagies. It was pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
They call them hoagies there. That's why I keep on using that term now.
No, I understand. Yeah. But in Pittsburgh, there's a shop called Fernando's, and apparently furries were so amazing that they decided to donate enough money because this company was going to go out of business, and they loved it being in the area so much they donated over $20,000 to keep it in business for the next 3 years plus. That's pretty amazing.
It would be funny though.
All they needed was $5,000.
It would be funny though.
What?
The owner just took the money and just like, thanks, peace, I'm out.
Oh my god. That'd be hilarious and like sad at the same time.
Yeah, no, taking advantage of people.
I can't wait till AC this year though. It's gonna be so awesome, dude.
Well, you have fun.
You should come.
I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Like if I would have had more time to, say, okay, yeah, I'm going, but I need the money.
My brother's coming. How is that not going to be epic?
So your brother's going. Is he a furry now?
No,
I think he is.
He likes a fucking party. He probably is, secretly.
Your entire family is.
No, my entire...
Like your dad. Your dad's just like, yeah, I think I'm a wolf.
No, we asked him. We asked my whole family. I went around and asked, what animals would you be if you could be an animal? And It was funny because I asked my brother. He goes, "Oh, probably an eagle." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I'd like to fly." I'm like,
an eagle.
That's cool. My mom said a bear, and I was just kind of like, okay. I just didn't picture that. I was just kind of
Was she high?
maybe.
I'm a bear. I'm a bear.
My sister, I don't remember what she said. I know my stepmom, she said tiger. A tiger, I think. And when I asked my dad, he was like, "Oh man, I'd be a wolf." And I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, all right." And it's funny because my stepmom chimed in. She goes, "He'd be a wolf." "Oh, I know what he'd be. He'd be a wolf." And my dad goes, "Yeah, a wolf." I'm just kind of like, "Yeah, Dad."
Yeah.
It's funny, you know.
So you're gonna talk to your daddy about being Therian?
No, it was funny. There was actually we went to we all went to the first showing of the new Wolfman. There's a group out.
How'd that go?
My dad went. He goes, "Man, I don't like the newer ones where they have a snout and shit. He likes like the no snout kind of Wolfman." I'm like, "What? Are you serious? I like them to look more wolf. Like, really?"
Well, of course you would.
Well, what would you prefer?
I don't care.
You just like the face, or just, would you rather have? I know you don't care, but I'm just saying.
It's not gonna happen, so why even?
You just pick a fucking damn preference.
I guess it would be with the snout.
Right. All right.
I guess.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. But yeah,
Making me agree with you.
see, I hate that. I'm just asking for your opinion, and when you don't give it to me, well, then you have to give me something. So I'm not making you pick that. You picked it yourself.
I guess. Anyways, wolves are new.
I do know. No, they're not. Fuck you. I know now why they have breaks though during shows.
Yeah.
Urination.
Yeah. I take it you have to go right
Get
now.
in there. We got 7
Right
minutes.
now.
We got 7 fucking minutes.
Well, we started late. No.
Like
No.
2 minutes, 7 minutes. As long as we're close to the hour mark,
Fair enough.
we're good to go. But there's some Jägermeister left, or I mean Red Bull left in here. Do you want a Jägerbomb?
Sure. Let's do this shit. Oh, I gotta finish
I
this
hope
then.
this is enough. Yeah, slam.
I don't think. I don't. Yeah, that's not enough for two.
You don't think so?
I don't
We'll have
think
to
so.
go back upstairs and come back to the drink and make Jägerbombs. Jägerbombs. And who's a fan of Jägerbombs out there?
Me. Out there.
Oh.
Out there.
Oh.
Not in here. Out there.
But see, we're part of everyone.
But you said out there. We're in here.
Well, we can join in with them.
Oh. Well, then we have to go out there.
Everyone raise your hands. Oh, yeah, Jägerbombs.
Let's just do shots of Jaeger.
Let's do. No.
No?
No.
Yes.
No.
Give me a shot of Jaeger then. Like you don't have enough. I'll buy the booze next time.
No, it's fine. Yeah, we need Guinness. We were talking about that last time, actually. You buy a case of Guinness, a 6-pack.
I'll do it.
A little 6-pack. We'll
Do we want the traditional, or do we want Guinness, Guinness Extra Stout,
Regular Guinness.
or Guinness Black Label,
Guinness,
or whatever the
Guinness,
it is?
Guinness Draught. Draught.
Wait, did we figure out what? Is it drought or
I
draft?
don't know, I
or?
just say Draught, because that's what it looks like. You gonna look it up now?
Yeah. Google has this really cool thing.
Where's your glass of this shotness? Google's cool now?
Google's always been cool. Especially when you know how to use it.
Here, you get more than me.
Oh, I get more. Yeah, it is draft.
It's draft?
It's pronounced draft.
See, I thought it was draft.
Yeah.
I always thought it was draft.
I just, the whole GH, how the fuck does that make it?
I don't know.
sound?
That's why I said it, because I thought it was draft. It was just a weird Irish pronunciation of draft. And I just saw it. And
Are you sure it's Irish?
Scottish? Irish? Scottish?
Where's the etymology?
So you're looking it up now. See, I've never actually researched this. I just saw it and I assumed it might have been draft. So, I don't know, it's one of those things that I was just kind of like, oh, it sounds like...
FuckYouDictionary.com?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care that much.
I do!
You really want to know, huh?
I like the etymology is cool. Anyway.
You can just search Guinness etymology or something. The Google. Use the Google for its purposes.
Ah, the purposes.
It's searching.
Searching.
Thinking.
Old English, actually.
Really?
Well, that's what...
All right.
still there.
Well, I mean, Guinness has been around for 250 years, which I learned last week.
Well, it's not just Guinness. It's not a Guinness term. That's.
I know, but I mean, Guinness has been around, so they're using an old term.
According to online etymology dictionary.
There's no other beers that use that term, though. I haven't seen a single beer that uses that same term. So.
Maybe they're sticking to their Old English roots. Because fuck the English.
Definitely spilled on myself.
Sorry if there's any English watchers. I'm very Irish. They stole our potatoes.
See, dude, yeah, they did. Great potato fucking famine of, what is it, 1700s?
I forget.
I don't know either. That's like part of like history I learned. You're supposed to clankety clank.
Clankety clank for the shots!
The only time I remember clankety clank was in the video with you and your buddy, guy with the teeth.
Guy with the teeth.
Who had the teeth operation.
Oh, Franco.
Franco.
I love Franco.
Clankety clank.
Clankety clank.
Oh, all right, ready?
Yep.
Licorice.
Jägermeister.
Let's chase that with Red Bull. It was like the fakest Jaeger bomb. It was like the most fake Jaeger bomb I've ever had.
You could always do Jaeger bombs with the cherry balls.
That's true.
Cherry.
Well, then it's called a cherry bomb.
What's wrong
Cherry,
with that?
Nothing. We could probably do that, actually. Let's do the cherry bomb.
Right now?
Not right now. After
When we
the
get
break.
back.
When we get back. We'll do a cherry bomb after.
Sounds
the break.
good.
But we're getting ready to break. Is there anything you want to finish off with the anything wrap-up of the news articles we learned today? Zombies and whatnot?
If it is zombies, get ready. Me,
You have a zombie plan?
Trevor,
Zombie
Trevor and Erdman, we have a few notebooks
Don't tell me
filled
you're
with
going to use
survivals.
the blazer. Because that will fail.
No.
Please get in my
We
cherry.
have better. we have better
That
plans.
thing will
than
last.
That. We have better plans than that.
We will have a lasting plan.
We have better plans than that. I just have a feeling Trevor at some point will be cut off of these plans.
Remember though, you guys team up with Justin Ramsey because he has all the guns. And Dan Drake.
Actually, we can go across the street to Angie. You remember Angie?
Yeah, the big girl.
Yeah, the scary one.
She's a scary girl.
She's fucking awesome.
She's fucking awesome. You're absolutely right.
I miss drinking with her, but
I never drank with her.
her dad has plenty of weapons. Fucking even Erdman has plenty. Like he has shit.
But D'Andrea has fully auto weapons.
And
because he's fucking awesome. He's got military.
actually, so does Angie. Angie's dad. Angie's dad does have a few full auto.
D'Andrea has survivalist plans. Yeah. Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah. Wait, son.
Waiting.
Wait.
I'm holding.
Wait. Hold your fucking horses. Hold your horses. We're gonna see if this guy motherfucking answers his phone. We'll talk about zombie survival tactics.
Oh my god.
Before we go on break, I want to know what his plan is. I want to ask him on the phone right now what his
Over
zombie
Skype?
over Skype. Right
Okay.
fucking now.
Okay.
If he doesn't answer, no big fucking deal.
I mean, it's kind of late. It's 4 a.m. You think he's actually going to answer?
Yes.
Yeah?
The guy works nights. He's
Oh,
a
does he?
security guard.
I know. Isn't it from Miller?
He's up there playing Minecraft.
Isn't it
He's
from
up.
Miller?
The guy made a water cloud in the sky.
But he works for Miller?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. You should tell them to come in the webs down in Tulsa.
I probably should.
Because then I can be like, yo, Dad, what the fuck is up? I think one of the Ramses came in.
Cody?
Friends.
Or Justin?
The gay one.
The Cody.
Cody.
Definitely Cody. The gay one. I'm pretty sure the gay one came in.
Hey,
The
I'm
one
gay.
who-
I'm
the one-
gay. I can say that.
Yeah, it's okay for you. If you're gay, you can say you're gay, but you can't say other gays are gay. But then again, you can.
totally
but certain
stole that.
times you can't.
totally
I,
stole
I
that.
know I did. I'm just. When it's funny, I'd like to repeat it, please.
Whoa, what are those elephants doing? Whose Skype
Trevor.
is that?
That's
no way.
He's an elephant. This
That
really
makes
motherfucking
sense.
skinny guy is an elephant. See, there's no guarantee he can answer or if he can hear us because, like I said, our internet connection is ultra shite. But who knows? So we'll see if he answers his phone.
Oh, that's such a cool noise.
You like that? Haven't you used Skype before?
I don't have a Skype account or anything.
Really?
I hated Skype for the longest time because whenever Corey and Alex would use it, it would fucking bog down the internet. Yeah, like wicked bad. It's not so bad now that we switched to actually AT&T.
I wish I was hearing. It It wasn't ringing for a while. I was getting worried.
Sounds bubbly.
Dan! Dan, can you... Dan, let's talk about your zombie invasion plan. You're on the show right now.
What show?
What is your plan for when the zombies come, Dan?
I don't know, shoot.
Where are you going though? Are you driving to the Arctic?
No. See, it's kind of I'm gonna probably go with the whole Bear Grylls route.
Bear Grylls route, huh? Yeah, I know what you mean. You're gonna drink your own piss?
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you can't move around, man. There's no fucking zombies.
Well, yeah, right. You've got the weaponry, though. You've got the weaponry. What are you going to take? Are you going to take your Jeep up there and just fucking kill zombies one after one, hold up in Justin's apartment?
No, I'm trying to get an enduro.
What is that?
Light,
Explain what that is, please.
Well, an enduro is like a dirt bike, and it's a little bit geared towards street riding as well.
All right.
So, it's a motorcycle.
Right.
But it's got the ability to go off-road, so I can,
So you can just swing a fucking, sickle and just decapitate heads. But you can, drive that cycle and, decapitate zombies with a sickle, right?
Oh, yeah, I totally could.
Right, exactly, okay. Because we were talking about the zombie apocalypse on the show right now, and we knew that Dan was one of the most prepared gentlemen we have here right now, and we decided to call you to talk about this. Because we knew you were ready. Like I said, Dan, I know you're ready when it comes to zombie plan tactics and whatnot, so you were the guy to call.
Well, thank you.
It sounds like you were sleeping, though, so I'm pretty sure I disturbed you.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, beer head, so.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say though, how are things? How is life?
Things pretty good. Being a fire inspector at a brewery, pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet, dude. That is pretty sweet. We should definitely hang out sometime. But as of right now, I think we're gonna go on break, so we're gonna let you go. Thanks for the information on zombies and protecting yourself and your plans. I will definitely see you again soon, all right?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple more.
All right, later, man.
All right, peace.
Goodbye. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go on break now. That was our friend Dan. He is prepared for all the zombie outbreaks.
All of them.
All of them. I'm surprised he answered his phone. And we are going to go real quickly because I have to urinate. So we will see you again in 10 minutes or so. We'll be right back. Intermission. I have like one chest here that hurts.
Not anymore, you don't. Jaeger bombs.
There's a Jaeger bomb, though. There's a cherry bomb.
It has
Cherry
Jaeger.
bomb, ladies and gentlemen.
It has Jaeger.
I forgot to put back on my mic. That's probably not good.
It has Jaeger.
Put that back on.
So doesn't that automatically make it a Jaeger bomb?
No. No, because, well, no. Jaeger bombs are made with Red Bull. Cherry bombs are made with...
But this was so much tastier, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
I do.
But, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. We had a good break. We had a lot of discussion about all kinds of things, conventions and whatnot. And urination. Faggotry. Lots of fur faggotry.
Pull that Jaeger back out.
Whoa. Dude, that is my tape, bro. Dude, that is my... You're rubbing your hand on my pants.
Ooh.
Not my pants.
Yes.
My son?
My son. Jaeger.
My son.
Now my hands are gonna be all fucking sticky and shit. God damn it.
It's just like last night.
No, no, it was my boyfriend's face.
Oh, that's kind of gay, actually.
It really wasn't.
That's fucking gay.
I'm lying.
Get some fucking, let's do the average real calculation here. Let's get this in there. Oh! 2?
Make it a double. Pretty sure I had a double before.
Oh!
Actually, I had like maybe 1.5 before. But oh well.
If you have any leftover hires, give that to me.
Why?
Because I would like some, please. I need something to sip. Stop. Time out, son. Thank you.
Oh, now you want some?
Yeah, because I need something.
No. That's too much. You can't have any more.
We were doing the show now.
No, you're doing the show now. There is no we.
Oh,
there's only Zool.
Who's Zool? Who is Zool?
Don't worry about it. There's only Zool. That's all you need to know.
I'm fucking scared. What is the Zool?
Look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I want to know.
There's only Zool.
I want to know what this is. You know, if you could just explain it, that'd be a lot easier than looking it up.
Oh, I forget. I want to say it was that thing from Superman or whatever.
You really fucked this tab up.
Oh no, that was fucking Ghostbusters.
See, it's okay for me to advertise Hires root beer because they're fucking awesome and local and hard to find.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good beverages coming out of Wisconsin.
There are.
I think that's all we're good for, beverages.
Beverages, the liquor, cheese.
I do love me some cheese.
California thinks they're better than us, but really, you're the original.
Fuck California. Well, I can't really say that.
I can say it. You were born there.
Born there.
But fuck LA, dude. Too much people.
But don't you want to go there?
For what?
Oh, that's Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah, Nevada. I want to go to Nevada when we go to FC in a few years. We're going to take a road trip cross country. Totally go to...
Pick up some strippers?
Pick up some strippers? Sarah would not like that at all.
What if it was like a three-way? You, Sarah, and a stripper.
She still wouldn't like that. She would have no part in that at all.
Fair enough.
But,
even if the stripper pegged you?
no, it would not end well.
Yeah, because Sarah would want to do that.
Trust me. Hey!
I'm pretty sure she that Marion chick, she doesn't want you to add her as a friend, even if it's just to spite Marion.
I should add her, though, just because, you know. I had a
Fuck you, bitch.
I had a girlfriend once, and
just once?
Just one time. No,
one time.
One time I had a crazy girlfriend. I had a crazy girlfriend one time.
Just once.
And we were going out, and well, not really even. I kind of said, let's take it slow. I want to see if I actually like you, you know. And this is not just childhood puppy love kind of thing.
The high school, you know.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, let's take it
we're a
slow.
high school
Like,
couple.
you have a vagina. Let's fuck.
Your vagina have a penis. They fit together.
Yeah, it's like a pig and a fucking circle. No, whatever. You know what I mean? Don't laugh. Shut up.
I'm not laughing.
Anyway, I was like, yeah, dude, let's take it slow, whatever. And she's kind of like, yeah, all right. And then she started calling me every day and expected me to talk to her for hours on end. And eventually I just said, listen, I really, this isn't going to work out. And she's like, you led me on. And I'm like, we weren't even officially going out Like, I didn't even say we were. And we didn't even have sex, so how are you acting like I led you on? It's not like I led you on for sex. I just wanted to test the relationship. I didn't lead you on at all. There was no leading on. I just wanted to see if you were right for me. Is that okay? But she freaked the fuck out.
Are you a woman?
What? Is there a problem? What?
I don't know.
What?
I guess this is sexist of me, but you seem like the woman in the relationship.
And how so?
Well, in the current relationship, Sarah seems to be wearing the pants.
I get my way.
No. Yeah.
I get my way.
Yeah. But mostly, don't women get their way?
I need more medicine.
People are gonna hate me for that. Anyways,
on to the first article of the second half of the show. We have cosmic smash-up predicted, but Earth will survive. If I didn't mention it, I don't know if I did or not, but we are going to do a paranormal slash
science
part of the
pseudoscience. I guess some of it would be concerned if it's paranormal.
It's
kind of like pseudoscience.
Well, see, there's science and there's also just anything pseudoscience. Yeah, all right. It's not really all pseudoscience.
One of the ones we have is cryptozoology.
But first up is cosmic smash-up predicted, and basically they're predicting
when we are all dead.
Scientists say that the Earth are unlikely to be hit by stars or planets from Andromeda because Andromeda is going to crash into us or something because of the vast emptiness of the two galaxies. So Earth should easily survive what will be a 1.2 million mile per hour galactic merger between the two galaxies. Even at that speed, the event would take about 2 billion years. Once it's over, our solar system will be at a different place in the cosmos. The collision will dramatically change its view of the nighttime sky from the Earth, with Andromeda suddenly dominating. The astronomers said. So, Andromeda's going to crash with the Milky Way galaxy, and this will happen sometime after you're dead. So, both Milky Way and Andromeda...
About 4 billion years. We got quite a ways away.
Decent amount of time. Both Milky Way and Andromeda are about the same size and the same age, 10 billion years old. At the same time, they've been considered virtual twins, so it's hard to tell which of the two galaxies will get the worst of the collision. When the collision is in full swing in 4 billion years, he said the sun will still have another 2 billion years before its expected death. However, by that time, it will have grown so large and so hot that the Earth will no longer habitate life without super engineering techniques. Which is actually kind of scary, like, to think about that. Can you really imagine an Earth with no life? Doesn't that freak you out?
Well, the current Earth, I can imagine that.
But doesn't it freak you out at all?
We started with no life. We'll end with no life.
But doesn't it freak you out at all?
No.
It's not even so much my death. It's mostly the death of other creatures. Because there's a lot of things...
But here's the thing. Death is inevitable.
Yeah, but
it's going to happen.
I'm the kind of person who doesn't want to see things.
We'll probably be dead 1 billion years before this happens. 2-3 billion years before this happens.
Just remember this.
I mean,
that's the problem, though.
I feel we are on a crash course to nuking everything out of existence on this planet to begin with.
But you're more of a pessimist than I am.
I guess.
You're more of a pessimist. I don't see that ever happening because I feel there is still a certain amount of good in people.
Yeah, but is the good outweighing evil?
Different times, different checks and balances. Checks and balances.
I guess.
And balances. Everything averages out in the end.
We'll ask that one kid, Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. He'll grow up to be a modern, award-winning good citizen.
He is a model citizen.
Model citizen. He will definitely grow up with the right. And when you have a name like that, you can only expect to be a good, law-abiding citizen of the.
I find it amusing. I can't believe it's that big of a deal.
Well, see, I want to see the article where Adolf Hitler donates $5,000 to the Red Cross.
Right? Fuck, I don't like the Red Cross, actually. I really don't.
Why?
They're against gays. It's run by Christians.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's somewhat disappointing, actually. I can't believe.
Yep. I believe it was Christians. I could be wrong, but I thought it was.
All right.
Because there was that whole thing with the Boy Scouts of America. They get money from the Red Cross for certain activities and stuff like that. And with the whole gays in the Boy Scouts, and there was conflict because the Red Cross didn't want gays in there because of their beliefs and everything like that. And it was just very stupid.
I understand it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. One of the reasons why I actually didn't go on to get the Eagle Award as part of my Boy Scouts.
You were in Boy Scouts?
Yeah, I was in Boy Scouts from first grade up until sometime in high school.
You keep talking. I'm going to go check something really quick.
Yeah? As in you're going to go pee?
No, I'm going to make sure that the video camera's actually recording.
To talk about
the Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scouts. Well, it was very... Is it recording?
Yeah.
All right, so we're good. No, the Boy Scouts was interesting. I mean, I learned a lot, sure, but at the same time, a lot of the values that they held, I didn't hold. At one point, I had found out that you could get kicked out of the Boy Scouts just for not believing in God. And I thought that was bogus, because...
Is that really a rule? I was in Cub Scouts.
That's what I heard.
Is Cub Scouts similar to Boy Scouts?
Yeah, it's... more or less, it's about the same fucking thing.
Yeah. I was in Cub Scouts for 2 years.
Well, Cub Scouts, like first grade, you're a Tiger Scout is what they call them, I believe.
I went to Wolf and almost into Bear.
Wolf is like first, second grade, and then
Cougar.
There's is it Cougar?
Is it Bear? No, it's Bear. Wolf and Bear.
There's Wolf, Bear, and then like a Lynx or a Cougar. Maybe it is Cougar. And then there's the Weebelows, which is like, there's Weebelows 1 and 2, which I thought was 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
And then you do the Order of the Arrow, or the Crossing Over Arrow, or whatever fucking
You did it
bullshit.
all. I've never done that.
That was like 6th grade. 6th grade is like the turning point, I think.
My parents thought I needed to study more, because I wasn't doing very well in reading for some reason. Probably because I don't like reading, but...
What's wrong with reading?
I just can't focus. Anytime I open a book and I start reading, I start skimming because I just can't get into it enough.
You need to read good books then.
The only books I've ever actually enjoyed were Fahrenheit 451.
Well, I like that one. A lot of people I know who are into science fiction, they don't like Ray Bradbury.
Why?
I don't know why. I think he's a decent, like he's not the best of the best or anything, but he's a decent author.
Fahrenheit 451 was a good book. Of Mice of Men.
I've never actually read that.
To watch the movie. It's just as
I
good
want to
as
read the book.
It's
I
just
think
as
the
good
book's
as the
better.
book.
The book is
It
probably better.
is, but it's just.
But I like reading, so.
They did it almost to a T. It's literally identical to the book.
Okay.
So it's pretty well, and it's got some good acting in it and everything. And it's a good movie. And then I also enjoyed another book that probably no one else has heard of that I picked up in the middle school library, which is called The Door in the Lake. And it's literally about a kid who is on a camping trip with his family on this lake, and he sees like a UFO over the lake, gets abducted, vanishes for 2 years, and comes back. Of
course you would like this.
He comes back. I picked it up without knowing that. Comes back 2 years later. And
wait, did he come back?
He comes back, and he's the same age as he was when he left, and his brother is now, according to like the look of himself, is older than him. So that's just all kinds of fucked up, and he's got to deal with all kinds of like. It was just a good book. That's all I can say.
I might have to read that one.
It's a youth book.
One of my favorite books was Childhood's End. Basically, it's about.
I've heard of that.
It's another science fiction book. Basically, it's humans are on the verge of like they're starting the final evolutionary like chain of events to our, I guess, final form or whatever. And this race of aliens who call themselves the Overlords come to Earth to make sure we don't fuck things up. And how it starts is like random kids from like all around the world like find out that they have these certain powers and stuff.
You know what that reminds me of? What's that book that was really famous, but it was about God and shit? It was like the kids were like in elementary school there was a book that was really popular where like all of a sudden everyone vanished. And all that was left was several amounts of like different kids, and they were wondering what the fuck happened. And it turns out all those kids disappeared because of the rapture. So they all went to heaven except for this group of kids that were left on Earth. You know what I'm talking about?
Lord of Flying?
No. I'm gonna look it up now because I really want to know. And it looked like a really good book series.
It was a series. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Because I need to know. Sarah remembers what it is. Maybe it's Left Behind.
I thought Left Behind was about these parents.
I remember it being on the cover. It showed like a Ferris wheel and like an amusement park, and it almost looked like it was.
Try Left Behind.
Let's see. We'll see. I want to see.
Wait, scroll up. Teenagers during the rapture. Yeah.
Is this it?
Teenagers during the rapture.
I want to see the cover art of the book, though.
Those left behind.
I gotta see the cover art.
4 kids are the only people left.
Maybe it is Left Behind. I just want to see the picture. I want to know that the book is the same one that I'm thinking of. That's all I just need to know. See, I don't know. It looks like it is.
I'm
But
pretty
from what
sure
it probably is. This is probably it. It's probably Left Behind. But
I mean, there's so many books out there about kids who are left behind in the rapture.
Hey, you don't know. I just want to be right.
Why is Chuck E. Cheese showing up in the image?
I don't know.
What's this? What is that?
A wolf?
What is that?
That is.
That's a little wolf.
What is he doing?
I don't know. There's words.
I'm not gonna read that.
Why not?
Because it is irrelevant to any of this.
Why?
As the oxen and mule teams became very weak or tired, pioneers threw out everything that was not necessary to lighten the load for the animals. Heavy cook stoves, furniture, bedding.
It sounds like a run-on sentence.
And even extra food were left behind on the trail. So the reason this was tagged is because it had left behind. It has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
But there's a wolf.
But
so you automatically liked it.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
We confirmed that the galaxy is going to crash with us. In the next article, which I just saw just recently. Back to the news, by the way. We're going back to the news.
Right. Tangents. I wish I were a derivative, so I could buy tangent to your curves.
God, that's gay. Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Apparently, Bigfoot was seen by Idaho students on an outing, like a class outing that they were having.
Is it actually Bigfoot or a guy in a gorilla suit?
The videotape actually looked convincing. It actually looked decently convincing.
Did you hear about the team of scientists who are using like DNA that they found from certain Bigfoot sightings and everything to try and track down Bigfoot?
No.
I just heard about this like 2 weeks ago. Like, legitimate biologists are trying to hunt him down. Like, not even cryptozoologists. Biologists are hopping into this, to try and either confirm or deny any existence of Bigfoot.
That's kind of cool.
I thought that was really interesting.
That is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
But these kids, apparently, they were on an outing for some class thing. I don't remember what it was. But what happened was they were out there and they see this dark figure. They had the feeling of being watched, and they noticed up in the corner of like the hill that they were near, there was some figure watching them. So the kid pulls out like his little iPhone and starts recording this creature. And you see this thing lumber off. It all of a sudden notices it's been taken notice of and turns around and walks the other way. And it looks real. It doesn't look like it's staged in any way. But the thing that made me feel it was kind of fake was they had photographs of like the kids went up there and took a picture of like the footprints and stuff. They looked fake. It looked like it was fake. I can't say for certain it was. But
maybe the footprints were fake, but like the video may have been real. Because everyone, it's always the footprints with Bigfoot. When
why
you're
would you,
out
why
and
would
about.
you fake footprints though if you had a video of that? And why would you make anything up if you wanted to prove
I don't know.
it's real?
Who knows? I'm not the one doing it. I'm just saying, like, it's always, we have these footprints.
See,
Things
you
don't
see
make
the footprint.
footprints.
Does that look real to you?
Yeah,
Does it look real? It
not
looks
really.
Iffy. It looks iffy.
It looks like someone took their hand and made a tracing. Because if you look, like, on the picture here, they can't see it right now, but on the picture, it looks like this is just an outline. Like, the snow here is not indented.
It just looks too staged. It looks like it'd be... It just looks too staged. It looks too perfect. But the video, you can actually see this dark figure walking off. And I'm the way it looked in the video looked real enough that I could say, yeah, it's possible that they could have captured something. But the footprint actually made it less believable.
Maybe it's just a homeless guy stuck in the woods.
It's a really hairy homeless guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Harry and the Hendersons. He just wanted to hang out.
Hey guys, what's up?
But here, if you can see from the video, there's this thing that just was watching him and disappears. It was just creepy. It looked somewhat authentic. But here's the thing though, the kid doesn't want to be known. He doesn't post his name, he doesn't post his face. So that gives a little bit of credibility to the video. The only thing that...
He doesn't want to be bothered about it. Yeah, that footprint looks fake as shit.
That's the only thing.
Fake as shit. Because like I said, it's like an outline. It's not an indentation.
It looks like
it's an outline.
Somebody just took a print and went...
Like a stamp.
Yeah, just stamped the ground with it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kind of turns me off to this whole story. I was interested, and then I said, not as much after I seen the footprint, but the video footage itself, if you look it up, it looks somewhat authentic. I want to say it's real enough to be considered, and apparently it's real enough that this group that's on television actually wants to go investigate it. So I don't remember what group that is. It's probably on Travel Channel. I don't know for sure, but they wanted to do a little like documentary on the topic. But like I said, it was interesting enough for me to post in here, and I'm interested in all kinds of paranormal stuff, so, you know, we decided to include it. But aside from all that, what do you think?
I like I said, I don't know. To me, there's not enough evidence for it, at least confirmable.
Well, when
evidence.
this group goes there, this television group, maybe they'll find something.
Maybe they'll find something.
It's not sensationalized by the media. You know?
Like I said, maybe the scientists who have set out to try and confirm or deny, maybe they'll find something new and interesting. Because wasn't there recently, like a year ago, maybe in the past few months even, a group who went out to like the Himalayas or whatever to search for the Yeti or something like that?
Oh, I heard about that. The guy had a claw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
This dude went to, I don't remember where I heard this, but the guy...
I thought it was the Himalayas.
You're right, because there's a guy who originally went to, this native tribe in the Himalayas, and they shared with him their most sacred item, and it was, the claw of a creature that they dubbed some name. I don't remember what it was, but it was, in ancient language, and they wouldn't let him do anything with it or touch it. He asked to take samples, they wouldn't let him, because it was sacred, but it was, this weird... human-like hand with a claw almost, and they said, no, we can't have it. He snuck in there a year later, took the finger, replaced it with a human finger, gave it back to him, because I think he got the guy drunk or something, and one of the priestess...
I didn't hear about that, but that's wild.
Yeah, switched the finger, took it back, they had it analyzed, and they said it was between human and primate, which was creepy enough. But whatever happened, it was lost. Because all evidence is lost. All actual evidence, which is why conspiracy theories are...
Convenient.
Convenient, yeah. But it was interesting enough that they had a piece of evidence that was confirmed and then lost.
Well then.
But I find stuff like that interesting. Anything paranormal, it's one of those things that sparks my interest, so I added it into the topic list.
Of course.
But the next article on the list is 2 elements on the periodic table finally get names.
Man-made elements.
Man-made elements. But see, it's man-made, that's a term that... I mean, that can happen naturally, too. Just because we made it doesn't mean it can't happen in some other planet.
Well, here's the thing. Because of human nature, we utilize tools and everything like that. In my opinion, anything a human does is natural.
Right.
Us going and building a road, that is natural because we utilize tools to get shit done.
We act like we're some superior being because we are able to do things that didn't happen by themselves.
Yeah.
But who's to say that wouldn't happen somewhere else? Like this element in general, who's to say that can't happen?
I forget who actually quoted this or where it's from, but basically it was the whole thing where maybe Earth itself is conscious of itself, so it created life and humans, so eventually we can create plastic bags because the Earth wants plastic bags. Or it was some wild thing like that.
I like that quote. But the Earth obviously doesn't want plastic bags because
It's killing everything, right?
they don't help out at all.
But, you know, it was like this whole thing.
The Earth is just like crying, what a terrible idea.
Right.
Why did I do this?
I can't remember what it was from, but I heard it from somewhere.
Meteor. Thank you, Jesus.
But, you know, I just thought that was funny. It's just like Earth wanted plastic bags, so it creates humans to create these plastic bags.
The real
for
question
it.
is, do you wake up every morning feeling like P. Diddy, or do you feel like a plastic bag?
I brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack, so I think I feel like P. Diddy.
Okay. All right. I understand that completely.
Yeah? I don't feel like a plastic bag. They just kind of drift in the wind. It's like modern day tumbleweed.
When I heard that, when I heard that song, I was kind of like, did you really? That's the only thing you think of? Not a leaf? Not anything natural, but you picked a plastic bag?
Wait, that happened?
That was a song.
She says that in the song?
Yes.
That she wakes up and feels like a plastic bag?
No, not the P. Diddy one. I'm talking about, there's another song that's, I feel like a plastic bag in the wind. And I'm not joking, that's a real song.
Fuck, okay.
Yes. I just can't believe she didn't pick something more natural. Like, apparently plastic bags are becoming part of our society where it's often to see them flying in the wind.
Well, okay, have you gone downtown? I think, sadly, that's a natural occurrence. Not that it's natural. I mean,
I know what you mean.
I
But
just-
these two new elements are going to be called, let's see. Fluorovium and livorium.
Livermorium. Livermorium.
The names were chosen to honor laboratories that first created the elements. The Flavor Laboratory. Flarov. Sorry.
Flarov.
Whatever. I don't pronounce things correctly.
Clearly.
Laboratory of nuclear. I'm sorry, I didn't say nuclear.
Nuclear?
Nuclear.
Fuck you, Butch. I hate you.
Nuclear reactions in Dubna, Russia, and Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in Livermore, California. So it's Livermore, California. So
Nuclear? Fucking pronunciation. How does it work?
you can pronounce it any way you want to. It just depends on what the rest of the mass, everyone wants to say it is.
Nuclear.
It's however anyone else wants to pronounce it.
I guess.
I heard somewhere once that a guy wrote a word on the wall of like ancient society of like the 1700s to get it popularized. So
1700s is now ancient.
in my book it is. I wrote a book.
I want to see this book.
It's called The Ancient Times of 70. Actually, I did write a book
Ancient
once.
Aliens?
I wrote a book once that was about UFOs and aliens. And I was like 7.
You're like Georgia Tsoukalos' son or some shit.
I should be. Because
guess.
I'm all about the aliens.
Aliens.
All about the aliens. But
Going as him for Halloween.
but these
Hair straight up.
yeah, straight for real, dude. Come on.
Get orange face paint all over him.
Yeah, because that guy's got a tan like no other. I don't even know how he does that. Probably
He used to be a bodybuilder. That's
Did he really?
yeah. Like I don't know if he was into bodybuilding himself or if he was like just an announcer or a sportscaster or whatever for it, but yeah. That's what he started out as. He has a degree in like sports broadcasting or some crazy shit like
I
that.
heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, like
But apparently, well, that's cool that he went with the ancient aliens stuff. Like, be a bodybuilder and like part of sports.
fuck sports. I'm going ancient aliens.
Fuck that shit.
It's probably made him so much more money. Like
Sure it has. No one else did it, so obviously he's the expert. But the next article is on science and paranormal stuff. Is more Americans continue to accept creationism over evolution. I know you want to rage.
It's a very,
right now.
very touchy subject. Because, I mean, creationism just, poof, magically, we're all here. It's just like,
Percentage of Americans who believe God created humans in their percent. So we're going backwards if more people are believing that. in their present form within the last 10,000 years is about the same as it was 30 years ago, the new survey indicates. Today, 46% of Americans accept that this creationist explanation for human existence, a negligible change from the 44% who said they agree with it in 1982. So nothing has really happened. It's just still more people believe that creationism is the correct way to go. And I can understand that because there's a lot of
It's indoctrination.
That's what it is.
Because they start at such an early age. When you are a young kid, what's one of the first things you remember if your family is of Christian anything?
Mine was too, though.
Yeah. Do you remember going to church?
I hate every minute of it.
Exactly.
I hate every minute
and it's just that early indoctrination, you know.
But so the creationists would say in the same aspect that the reason you're atheist or have other beliefs, which I do, they say that's because
Satan. Yeah, he influenced you with his powers.
And I don't consider myself an atheist. I consider myself a spiritualist. I like to believe maybe something because of just the way I feel it's possible. That the possibility consists that there is some kind of soul or embodiment of a spiritual person.
May be possible. It may be possible. But
I don't
there is no evidence for it.
Exactly, and I understand completely 100%.
See?
I'd like to believe. I'm like Fox Mulder. I would absolutely like to believe.
I want one of those posters, the I Believe posters with the fucking UFO. I want one of those.
It's just one of those things. I'd like to believe. I got certain ideals that I'd like to believe, but that doesn't make them true, and I understand that. I'm just saying, if I chose to believe in something, it would probably be reincarnation and the idea of a spirit.
Why reincarnation? Why that and the spirit? I don't...
Just because I feel people, just the way they are, the goodness in some people, I just feel like it... Like there's things of reincarnation. You hear kids that talk about past life things. Like you hear stories about kids that are talking about events in the Civil War, recreating what a cannon looked like before they had any influence. The kids
but here, how about this? What if it's not a spirit, but our DNA actually, physically, literally holding information throughout the ages?
Yeah, but who says that isn't somewhat of a spirit, though?
But, I guess.
That's a transfer of information.
I guess. But I don't see the spirit aspect of it there.
Thing. It's spirit,
I guess.
Different energy through like that.
Fair enough. I don't feel that would be.
And that's why
that's not a spirit thing.
I know you're more into the physical kind of like spirit when you hear the word spirit, but it could be somewhat like you're living on. You're recreating yourself through another person, creating another person. It's your information inside it. Like I said, we're only human.
It's really interesting because like we're one of the only species ever to pass down information literally through our DNA. We're the only species.
Where did you hear that?
What other species does this? I mean, there are certain synapses in the brains of other things.
Like that doesn't mean they don't have
it. But we are the only ones who can learn strictly from DNA.
I've never heard that, but I'm not going to deny it. I'm just saying I've never heard that.
Fair enough, but it just seems like that, because, I mean, we get more and more intelligent with each generation. That is ultimately undeniable.
Yeah, it seems to be within the past.
Because we are able to learn from, how is it just within the last 20 years? I mean, look at technology hundreds of years ago.
In the last 20 years, though, there wasn't a lot of...
Sure, we may be progressing quicker. It's almost exponentially progressing.
Okay,
I give you that. But it is progressing with each generation.
I can see
some amount.
All right, I see where you're coming from with that. I know what you mean. But just saying, I don't know. I feel like within the past few hundred years, it's been like... If it was exponentially, I feel like it would have happened sooner and be even more progressive now. But that's where the ancient aliens theory comes in and says that they helped us along.
Yeah, they sparked the initial, there was a bunch of natural gas and they were the spark that ignited it.
You gotta wonder where they came from. See, there's a whole lot of topics that no one's ever really elaborated on because it's not...
Actually, one of my friends on Facebook just recently posted the whole conspiracy about the Andromeda star system and everything, where basically like the entire star system points to a particular star that was in a certain area like thousands and thousands of years ago, and they look at the cluster arrays on Mars with the Mars face and the pyramids on Mars and everything, and it points. It basically maps out the Andromeda system and all these other smaller, minute details that all point to this one particular area in space. And then they took that and went to the Egyptians, and the Egyptians had similar same mapping in the Andromeda system. And then they go to Stonehenge and the different boroughs, around the UK, and they all pointed out to the same thing. And they go to the Mayans, and the Mayans point out all the same thing,
The patterns occur, but you have to wonder, though, humans are built to find patterns.
Even to scale. Okay,
That's cool. No,
how were they seeing this?
No.
How were they seeing this on Mars?
really cool.
How are they seeing this on Mars?
It's really cool.
If they didn't have telescopes to even view what the fuck was on Mars.
Humans look for patterns just like how humans look for faces. So they're going to find faces in anything.
I know.
Just like they find
but at the same time,
in ghost photographs.
I know.
I'm going to be the skeptic.
We're both skeptics. We're both skeptics in our own ways.
Like I said, you like to believe in certain things. I like to believe in certain things, but we all we differ on different subjects. I'm more of a spiritual guy. You're more of a realistic kind of facts guy. But yet again, there's other things you want to believe.
Like this.
Yeah, like that, especially when it comes to politics and the government and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more of a skeptic when it comes to conspiracy theories in that realm. You're more of a believer in things, but you
certain things.
You don't completely.
The whole chemtrails and lizard people.
Ridiculous. You know what's funny about lizard people?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the band where the guy in India? There's a band called Cryptos. The lead singer's name is Noel Lewis.
Yeah.
Same name as me. The guy believes in the lizard people.
The reptilians?
The reptilians. He completely...
Apparently, dude, have you seen on YouTube, there's like all these videos about how Bush Jr. is a reptilian and he was working for the Illuminati and all this shit. Speaking of which, next time, if I'm on the show in a couple weeks,
You'll be on the show eventually.
I have a letter that was written the return address and the send to address was my store, like the restaurant I work at. It was the same. Like, this person made sure that it came to our store, like, no matter what. And
the guy that ate with you that one time?
No, we don't know who it came from because it wasn't listed or anything. But basically, it's talking about how the Illuminati are trying to take control of everything and all this other crazy shit. And it's wild. It was wild.
Really interesting.
Like, I have a printout of the letter and everything. Like, parts of it are cut off because it was a shitty scanner that we used. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
That sounds
I'll have to show this to you sometime.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
But the last and final paranormal article we have in the science and paranormal section is: were genius and madness connected, or why are genius and madness connected?
In my opinion, it's more along the lines of thinking outside the box. A lot of geniuses think outside the box. They have to bring in new ideas.
They're considered crazy.
Yeah, maybe geniuses may not be considered crazy, but if you think about it, madness is outside the box. It's outside of what people consider normal. So they're thinking in ways that normal, quote unquote, people aren't thinking.
Their brains are wired differently.
Whereas geniuses think in similar patterns, but maybe not quite as far outside the box. So let's say, this glass is the box. Normal people are the liquid inside the box. Geniuses would be like somewhere where the shot glass is. And then madness may be even further outside of that. Where normal people are just like, no, that's a bit too crazy. That's like a lot of normal people may have a cutoff point of believability versus that's way too fucking much, I'm out.
Right.
Okay,
all right, I see what you're coming from with that. Okay, I understand. But in the article it says, many of history's most celebrated creative geniuses were mentally ill. From the renowned artist Vincent van Gogh to Frida Kahlo to legendary giants Virginia Woolf to Edgar Allan Poe. Today, the fabled connection between genius and madness is no longer merely incidental.
Incidental?
Incidental? That's incidental? Incidental. It looks like...
Anecdotal.
Anecdotal. All right.
Like an anecdote?
Fucking reading.
How does it work?
Yeah, fuck that
Words.
shit. Like I said.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the brain wiring or...
Apparently, mounting research shows that these two extremes of the human mind really are linked. Scientists are beginning to understand why.
Well, look at people with like Asperger's or
they're wired for a specific thing, especially with Asperger's. Certain Asperger's patients can do. They're like made like the guy who can see a scene from a helicopter and then literally remember that, recreate it, absolutely 100% accurate in his art. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I forgot where I saw this, but it was on like YouTube, and I'm pretty sure I got it through Tool maybe. This guy could go up into the air, literally look at a scenic view, like a city view from the helicopter, go back down, and like an hour later and on, remember exactly how that looked and recreate it 100% accurate.
It's amazing what the human mind can do.
If it's
what it can
wired for that
reproduce.
certain area.
Yeah, exactly. It's fascinating.
I know.
Like that's why I really enjoy psychology and everything. It's all about learning. It's about figuring out the human mind, and even to a certain extent, figuring out the human condition. You know, because I don't know. It's just fascinating.
Which makes me wonder why we were wired this way. What caused us a few billion years
Random
ago?
chance.
Ancient
Aliens did it.
Ancient aliens, my friend.
Maybe.
What are you going to do your Giorgio Tsoukalos
I don't
impression?
know.
You got to spray tan your face, throw your hair up, ditch the glasses. I know you can't see that.
I can't see what I'm
That's
glasses in there.
That's the only downside you have.
I don't feel this is working all that much, but
It'll work if you do it.
I gotta get like a hair gel or product or some shit.
But
Wax or something.
K. Redfield Jameson, a clinical psychologist and professor at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, said that the findings of some 20 or 30 scientific studies endorse the notion that these tortured geniuses of the many varieties that are suffering from psychosis, creativity appears to be the most strongest linked to mood disorders, and especially with bipolar disorder, which Jameson suffers from herself. For example, one study tested intelligence of 700,000 Swedish 16-year-olds and then followed up a decade later to learn from which of them have developed mental illnesses. The startling results were published in 2010. They found that people who excelled when they were 16-year-olds were 4 times more likely to develop bipolar disorder later on in life, she said. So bipolar disorder entails that dramatic mood swings, and everyone knows what bipolar is, but it's like you're up, you're down, one way or the other. But these people are apparently the most creative. Yeah, they're the most creative, like, their minds seem to be more active, which could probably be more stressful, which would
that's where you get the extreme ups and downs and the mood swings.
Because they're stimulating different parts of their brains, and it's almost like they can't deal with the more activeness of their mind.
Yeah, I understand that.
So they need a break. So it's like it goes up, it goes down, they can't deal with it, then it goes back up, and they're highs, lows, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I've dealt with people who had bipolar or what seemed to have bipolar, and it seems kind of, relevant. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But it just seems that people with bipolar disorders tend to be more creative than the average person. So, like I said, this is one of those things that you wonder if it's the next step in evolution. For people, like, the reason, like, this is coming out, it's almost like it tends to be like another part of human nature that's, like, showing itself. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like... You gotta be on the search engine, my friend.
No.
Yeah.
I'm typing in code.
Oh, you're typing in code?
I'm typing in code. No, basically, I really need to pee right now.
Oh.
I need another break.
We can't
Or
have
should we end it up?
Oh, we got another 20 minutes.
Oh my
You
god.
can't wait for 20 minutes?
No. I've been waiting forever.
Oh, you can't. You should have peed earlier.
Well, what if you keep on talking about this? I will run out and...
But it's gonna make garage noises.
So?
Okay, alright. Pon has to urinate, so I'm here talking. Across the room. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, Pon has to pee. We have 20 more minutes, and I'm going to continue to talk to you while Pon urinates all over the back of my garage. So if you hear a loud noise, that is definitely the garage opening, and it is light outside. I'm very surprised it's actually light outside. So, anyway, thank you for joining us, LD120. I'm pleased to be here. I'm pleased that you've made it this far in the video. We will continue to do this. We have created this specifically for anyone interested in just hanging out, chilling with me and Pond or Mikey D, depending on who's here at the time. Comments, anything's welcome. We've kind of considered it more of a furry show because me and Pond are furries, and if you don't know what a furry is, it's like someone who appreciates anthropomorphic art and anything really related to kind of like half human, half animal art kind of things. Mikey D isn't so much a furry as he is just a friend of mine, but he was all willing to go to AC this year, and I think that's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited, actually. AC should be a blast this year. If you haven't gone through a convention, I would recommend it above anything else because it is one of the most fun parties you can possibly go to. How could you not want to go to a party where you get completely drunk with people in costumes and just fucking partying it up? Like, how is that not fucking amazing? There's a bird in here. Holy shit. There's a fucking bird in here. Hey, bird. What are you doing? How did you get in here? There's a fucking bird in the garage right now. It's actually pretty amazing. Well, that's unexpected. Bird, your friends are up there. There are birds and bees. So, the natural sex. There's a bird in the garage pond.
Oh. Oh. Did you come in through here?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Didn't you hear him squawking earlier?
Yeah, but they live up there. I'm surprised this guy is fucking just chilling up fucking here. No, don't close that, because I have to urinate too.
Oh, now you need to.
Well, yeah. You left, and it made me feel like I needed to, so... You come back here and talk while I go do the exact same thing
What
you
were
just
you
did.
talking about when I was out there?
Just furries and, just, yeah, whatever. Just everything. I talked about AC a little bit.
Talk about how I'm a self-hating fur.
He's a self-hating fur because there's a lot of parts of the fandom he doesn't enjoy. I'm sure he'll mention it while I'm gone, but I'm going to urinate too, so we will let On talk now. The birds are part of the show, the bees. I was talking about the birds and the bees. I was mentioning that there's bees in the rafters.
Now birds.
And now birds too. There's all stacks up in our rafters right now.
Fuck. So he yells at me for having to pee, and then he goes and pees. That's awesome.
You got me started.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, no, I don't know what to talk about. Yeah. Probably. It's pretty fucking loud. But, no, anyways, back to what I was talking about before with the whole genius and madness. It's very closely linked just because of how the brains are wired. I mean, there's different genes that for even humans, like different genes can do different things depending on even location. So like one set of genes, like in the Western Hemisphere, may be completely for different reasons or purposes and do different things and everything for someone on the Eastern Hemisphere. So that's a lot of biology stuff, and I'm not too much into biology. I just, kind of read random articles and everything on that. But, yeah, it's just the whole brain patterns and everything like that. I find that fascinating. I'm not very good at just randomly talking about shit when it comes to this. But as, I don't know if you heard, but yeah, no, the whole, I'm self-hating for, because I'm not I guess I'm not too much into the fandom. Mainly because there's a lot of drama. I don't like drama. Drama is something that's unneeded, and it seems to be rampant in this fandom. So, amongst my friends, I like to make fun of all of them, even, for being furry, even though I'm one. Isn't that right, Nolan?
What was that?
I like to make fun of furries, even though I am one.
Yeah,
Yeah, loud noises. Woo!
Loud noises. See, we're coming to the end of the show here. We've only got about maybe 13 minutes left.
Yeah, but I talked a little bit about how brain waves and disorders and genius and
did you?
And stuff. Yeah, I touched on that a little bit before I started going, I don't know what to do because I'm bad at this when I don't have someone else to talk with.
No, it's okay. It's okay. See, now I know it's the end of the show because the tape isn't holding on my mic anymore, so I'll just hold it with my hands. So,
well, maybe you should be cool like me and wear 2 shirts. And
yeah, but you can only assume it doesn't fucking. This is pretty shitty duct tape if it can't fucking hold in my skin.
Yeah, but your skin has oils, and you secrete these oils over periods of time.
Right.
So there's oil buildup on that.
Thank you, Scientist Pond.
I'm just saying, it's fine. Fuck you.
No, I believe you completely. I understand. I'm just making fun of you for being intelligent.
But I'm not that intelligent. I mean, how intelligent can I be? I'm a fucking cook at a restaurant.
That doesn't make you unintelligent. It just makes you not
stupid for not utilizing.
It just makes you don't give a shit. You just do what you can to survive. It doesn't make you unintelligent. It just
fair enough.
Like whatever.
I still need to go to college yet. That's
if you want. Yeah, but you want debt. That's the only problem with college. You have to know what you want to do. If you go to college, you can't get a major in something just because you're interested in it. If it doesn't like pertain to your career, like when I didn't go to college because I didn't want to, I just got lucky and found a career that I didn't mind doing that pays well. You have to be lucky enough to get something like that. Like
I guess
my field isn't stable though because I mean it has its ups and downs. It's dependent on the economy. If the economy takes a dump, I get laid off.
Slightly more stable.
It's like because everybody eats.
Well, everybody eats, but in shitty economy, people tip shitty.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I understand that too. It's just one of those things, though. It's just I like I said, I got lucky by the way things worked out. I didn't try either in high school. It was just I happened to be in a more
actually. That's really funny. In high school, I tried for my freshman year, my sophomore year, and then after that, I was just like, well, no one else cares if I try or not. Like. At the time, my dad was all like, oh, yeah, great, you got some A's. That's cool. I don't give a fuck. And then he would go to my brother, who was always the dumb one, be like, oh, shit, you got a bunch of C's and a couple of B's. Holy fuck, you get a party. And it's just like...
Why did he get a party?
That's what I said. I'm like, wait. He gets B's and C's, and he's fucking praised as if he's like some sort of genius pariah in the family. I get fucking straight A's and I get, do better. It's like, yeah. No, one time, actually, I think this was my freshman year, at the end of the year, I had like straight A's except for 1 A-. And he just looked at me, do better. And I was just like, whoa, holy fuck.
With my family, it was funny because I was the kid who, they didn't, I feel like they more or less considered me one of the better. It was funny because, like, they were like, oh, you just trust you'll just do all right. And I kind of was lazy, so I just got B's, C's, some A's, just did enough to get by.
If you think about it, like, how it seems the grading scale is, C is average. Mm-hmm. That is supposed to be average, right? I'm not even in the B,
barely trying to get average.
Like, I was doing straight A's. I was excelling at everything, and it was just do better next time. I'm like...
Well,
really?
Fuck that.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how Sarah felt. That's why she had a 3.9 GPA in college and shit. Mm-hmm. It was just one of those things, like, I got a 2.66 throughout all of high school after it ended.
Basically, what it came down to is, like, my freshman and sophomore year is I was doing homework all the fucking time. I was busting my ass left and right. And at the time, I was just like, well, what is this for? I mean, clearly, my parents don't give a fuck. And personally... I don't want to be doing all this fucking homework. I don't need to do it. So my junior and senior year, I didn't give a fuck about homework. I would still ace all my tests because all you need to do in fucking high school is pay attention in class and read a book every now and then. Uh-huh. And that's how I learned is I read my textbooks. If I didn't understand something, I would open up the textbook, and the textbook tells you how to fucking do shit. Especially when it comes to math and science, there are very particular ways to doing shit.
Once it gets trying, though, it gets kind of confusing and you just stop caring.
I didn't think so.
For me, though,
I didn't have problems with that.
I had trig second hour. I don't like math, and I'm fucking tired. And we went into that class, and I just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess that's where it differed for me, because I had both my physics class was at the end of the day. My
so you could think.
Yeah, my math classes were at the end of the day.
There was no thinking when you're going to bed at 12 to 1 a.m. on a school night because your parents didn't care.
I was even worse. I was even worse than that. But I was supposed to be in bed like every night by 9 o'clock, even in fucking high school. And I'm just like, fuck that. I'm gonna stay up, play on the computer, do whatever, you know. And I'd be like, oh shit, holy fuck, it's like 4 in the morning. I gotta get to sleep. And
I can't operate.
My senior year, I took AP chemistry, and that's what they considered an early bird class. It was a 2-hour class, but it started a period. Yeah, it started a period before first period.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was there at fucking like 6:30 in the morning. You know, fucking yeah. So that
I'm so glad I didn't take any AP classes. That's all I can say.
Well, that was like one of the only early bird, you know, classes.
I just knew I was going to school. I said I'm gonna do trade work. Fuck this shit. I don't need any college classes.
But it's funny because
pay for college.
Right now, one of the biggest things is we need people to do trade work.
Yeah, that's why I went into that, because there's a lot of the high schools aren't training for that anymore.
Yeah.
They just assume, hey, it's going all overseas, but yeah, there's stuff that can be made in this country that is cheaper to be made here.
Yeah, and they have positions open for it.
Yeah.
And people just aren't qualified because they don't know the work.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's all it is.
Just, the school system doesn't care. They're saturating the market with fucking lawyers and anybody
and IT work.
IT work.
Which is funny though, because like look now, if you look,
they go to computers.
If you look
saturated.
If you look right now, like there are certain things in the IT world where they don't have people qualified for this IT work.
Really?
Yeah. Like IT in certain corporations, that's one of the biggest drawbacks that they have. They have so many positions available and open, you know, even now, because people, you know, just aren't filling these positions. A lot of it is security, you know, and shit like that, because people are like, oh, PC Pro schools is like one of the fucking biggest things I hear now in the news and television and everything like that. Yeah, so they're all going to, you know, not to actual colleges for IT work. They're going to these, you know, certificate places and getting these certificates that aren't equivalent of like a bachelor's degree or anything like that. You know, so they're even then they may know the work, but they're not actually on paper. They're not qualified to do the work. You know, because they're like, oh, I'm going to do these PC Pro school fucking whatever bullshit it is.
You gotta find a place though that'll hire you even if you don't have. Like my work, I've got about almost 5 years of CNC experience now. So I could go to another job, and they'd see that, and they'd say that's equivalent to 2 years of college. Yeah. So I could get into a lot of places because...
Just because you have experience. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, but how would it look if you had both the 5 years experience and a degree?
Oh, it's better. You'd definitely be more guaranteed.
And for someone like you...
I don't want to pay for the school, though. It's
not that much. All you need to do is take a couple classes.
All I need to do
even through MATC. Even through MATC. That's all you need to do. Go through fucking MATC, technical college.
Maybe.
Go through a technical college. You can get a fucking degree in like 2 years, not even, and you'd be done. Hell, I bet you any money, you could probably even ask, like, your work, the people who employ you.
No, they would pay for it.
They would, you see?
Not in the economy, though, we're in right now.
But they could help pay for it.
Hiring strike, or hiring...
Fair enough. But I feel that even then, they would help for part of it, even.
Probably, yeah.
You know, just so that you have the certification.
Throughout the whole thing, it should be easy, because I pretty much know everything.
Exactly. See? So it's just shit like that would be easy as fuck for, you know, someone like you, who you've been doing it since high school. Right. You know, whereas someone who's starting out just going, yeah, I think I'll do this, you know, which Fails, I think, kind of did that. You know, he didn't do too much. Like, he did it in high school a little bit. It wasn't like, you know,
but hey, look at him now. He's doing grinding over at some other company, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he makes decent wages doing that, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like, it really, if you want to go to college, you should go for what you want to go for, but make sure that it has a career in your future. Don't
have a good backup plan.
Yeah, just don't go to school just to go for what you want to go for. My girlfriend kind of made that mistake, but it did not pay off for her, because she does make a decent wage, even though it's not really what she could be making, but she's happy with what she's doing now. So
even then, though, I mean, what it comes down to is don't go into college not knowing what you want to do. Like, one of the things that a lot of like career builders and counselors have told me is don't go into college not knowing what you want, because then you're going to waste 1 to 3 years there going, I don't know what I want to do, and you just all you're doing is taking general courses. You know, and because you're only doing the general courses and not getting, you know, requirements out of the way.
You have to remember nowadays, not a lot of people want to think.
I know, right? Holy shit! Wait, I can think for myself.
My iPhone thinks for me. Why do I need to think if my iPhone thinks?
Or even further,
like 20 years old.
If you want to be more cynical than that, you know, my parents think for me, or my religion thinks for me.
See, I got a friend. A friend of mine went to college for a whole year just because it's what his dad wanted him to do.
Right.
And dropped out because he realized this is what I want to do.
Not what I want
and now he has $20,000 in bills he has to come up with to pay for this, and that's just sad in a way because it's not something he wanted to do. Yeah,
he did it to please someone else.
It's
and
wrong.
It's
wrong. It's wrong for the government. It's wrong for him, and it's wrong for his dad. It's just a whole clusterfuck of shit.
Yep.
And that's why I was smart enough to know. My dad suggested I go to college, and I said, no, I'm going to do exactly what you're doing, because I don't mind it, and it looks easy. It's easy, it pays the bills. Let me just do that. And then I can save my money if I want to, or just have fun with it, or save my money and then go to college for what I want to do. But see, I don't want to go to college for anything because it doesn't seem like anything that comes out of it looks interesting. I said if I did anything, it would be computers, but it seems like the market's saturated with a bunch of kids who just want to do IT work. And I said, that's fine. I will do that, but it doesn't pay any better than what I'm doing now.
It's really funny. I've noticed, like, I have a few regulars who come in, and apparently they're taking courses and they want to be philosophy majors. And I'm thinking
nothing comes
exactly. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, you think about it today, and it's just like, well, there really aren't any philosophers. I mean, to an extent, you could say certain scientists are philosophers.
You better plan on teaching. That's the only thing you're going to get out of it.
Like Michio Kaku, I could consider in part a philosopher.
But he knows a lot about math, though.
Yeah. He's a theoretical physicist. He makes shit up and says, "Oh yeah, I can apply physics to this."
Know physics in general.
I know, but it's very funny because like you don't think even in the past like 100 years there really aren't any great philosophers. Maybe Nietzsche. Was Nietzsche in the past 100 years? Maybe 200 years? I can't remember.
I don't know anything about.
I'm not too big into philosophy, but you know, in recent years there aren't any philosophers that we know of. There aren't great big names in philosophy.
Right.
And yet I see more and more and more people delving into philosophy, and it's not doing anything for them, and they don't realize this.
All I'm trying to say, if you're going to go to school, make sure you know what it's for. Just make sure you have a plan. When I went into the machining, the trade I'm in, it was more or less, I didn't so much have a plan, I just didn't mind doing it, and I knew it was a decent trade to get into thanks to my dad. So I got lucky. My high school trained me for this, allowed me to get into a co-op program, which allowed me to find my job, and my job was nice enough to allow me to work there. And I've been there for 6 years, and it pays reasonably well. You know, it's not a bad job. Like, I'm not rich, I'm not poor, but I'm definitely in the means. I can make ends meet and save for fun stuff, you know? So I'm
some fun stuff.
I'm satisfied. Yeah, I can't buy a Ferrari.
You may be in debt now, but
I'm in debt credit card wise. I've never actually I've never actually had like any interest on my credit card, but it seems like after I got one, I'm always trying to make ends meet. And I'm not end up able to save anything because I'm just like, oh, I can afford this next month. So what I'm going to end up doing is stop using it just because it seems to be... I'm getting a lot of rewards points from it, though, but I'm not able to save money, and I'm trying to save money just in case I get unemployed again, because that'd be good. So I'm probably going to sell my shitty car that I own to get to work because I have other cars that don't get as good of gas mileage, but...
Honestly, you should sell one of the other ones. I know you don't want to.
Never going to. Not going to happen. Because I love my Cherokee, and I love my Wrangler.
God.
Those two are amazing. Jeep's amazing. Fuck yeah.
But so you're going to pay more just to keep it instead of getting something with...
I bike to work in the summer.
In the summer?
Oh, you got
there's
winter,
also
and
winter.
then there's snow. And
this is Wisconsin. There's lots of winter to go around.
And that's why you drive a Jeep in the winter, so you get over the snow. You can't do that in a Geo?
That's funny.
I guess.
Whoa!
I mean, really, it's not like you go down streets. You're not going off road or any shit like that.
Trust me, though, when you're dealing with some of the snowstorms we have, I know this winter was very mild this year, but it's normally not. So
I don't know. Even last year seemed fairly mild.
last year's we had some good winters.
No.
There's some stuff you could definitely.
Years and years ago.
We had a good winter. 2011, we had that snowstorm.
One snowstorm.
It was one big snowstorm. My work
Okay.
closed. That doesn't happen that often.
Okay, your work closed, so you didn't even need to go to work.
I had to get home from work. There were a lot of people that couldn't get out of the parking lot. We were there for 4 hours. It snowed a whole inch in a fucking 4 hours.
So bus with someone else. You'd be like, oh, you
Bus?
can. Not like bus, even though I'm sure you could have done that even.
But
Carpool there.
Listen.
That's the word.
listen, Bond, we're getting over time. We're about hitting our 2 hour mark. And you finished your drink. I've finished my drink. I think it's time
There's
to
another
wrap.
shot to take.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I concur. We'll do one more shot to close the show, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll be completely ready to
Leave.
Leave.
Say goodbye. And
say goodbye.
get out of this bee and bird infested garage.
Yeah, man. It doesn't look like it, but this is definitely a garage.
You're chewing that mic. I don't think that's very nice.
They can't hear it. I wasn't that loud.
I'm sure they'll hear something like you breathing and.
I wasn't breathing. I was holding my breath.
I'm sure.
so.
I'm sure. So, do you know what the bow, when you're looking at this, the bottom, you know how it makes like a little boat?
What about it?
A bow shape. Do you know what that's called?
No, what is it called?
The meniscus.
No, Alright, I've heard that before.
It's a science term.
I've heard that before.
All right.
But we're going to cheers.
Use it all the time.
It's a half shot or whatever this is. There's a marking on the side. 2
2
CLRA. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Okay. Well,
Centiliters?
somebody's going to say something in the comments section because they're going
2
to...
centiliters. Maybe that's what it is.
Let's cheers. We're going to say goodnight. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yay! We
appreciate
made it to the
views.
end. We're still alive.
We're still alive. We've made it to the end.
Now we need to play the Still Alive song.
Copyright infringement. Thank everyone for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We'll be back in a week, hopefully next week. Remember, if you're coming to AC, you'll see me. Say hi if you actually know me. I know we're just getting started, but if you're watching the show, I will take the
show.
I will take the ego boost for somebody knowing who I am. So, cheers, everyone.
Yay! Cheers again. Clink the clank.
Good night, everyone. LD120, your lethal dose for 2 hours of Caribbean.
Yay!